garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Shuda kalla tushik shiki briki iftamke. Osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem. Osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas osya jävligt satt mas garon bezem.
leak.
Yeah, I got the gas tank.
Alright, I got the engine.
4 wheels fixed.
Wheels. Suspension.
Okay, apologies, Cameron. I'll finish off this one last mission because I've got a cool new truck, and then I'll come to your world.
Don't worry, my dude. We're trying to pull shit out of like mud and whatnot at the moment.
Hi, the recovery trailer, or the maintenance trailer, that's... No. The thing that isn't a van that carries fuel and spare parts. What's that called?
Service trailer.
Yeah, fucking garbage for recovering vehicles.
Oh, yeah, like, I just don't use it. I'll park it nearby, recover the vehicle, then just use that to repair it.
Yeah, it's not good for recovering vehicles. It doesn't carry that many spare parts, and the fuel is meh.
Oh, wait, they don't want it delivered anywhere. They just want it repaired. What the hell? We just have to restore this, so... Do you want to drag this back to
Am I helping?
No, I didn't even realize what you were doing. My god.
Russian APCs mate with everything.
Tell you what, do you want to drag that back to the garage? Don't repair it, because we'll wait till Iron's in the game so he gets the money and the XP.
I love you.
And then I will go off and prepare like another mission to finish, like deliver the car to the bakery or whatever it is.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice.
We'll take it.
If you want, Cameron, have just a quick look at the stream before you see me die of agony.
Oh, okay. Streaming watch. It's better be fucking funny, my dude.
I'm about to commit Sudoku.
Don't do it. It's not worth it, Iron.
Mr. Screamer person.
Yeah, I see the truck Iron's using. God.
And look at the left-hand side rear tires.
Yeah, wind chip, my dude. Just anchor it.
I know, but it's just so... Do you reckon that little tree will hold?
Maybe. Oh, you know what? It actually will if you just go forward, because it'll stop it from tipping.
It just needed that little extra push.
Yeah, it just needed the anchor just to stop it.
So this truck, I found it on Michigan, in like the most furthest region that was available.
Yeah, it's like one of the... It's a late game truck, but you kind of need... you can get it early.
Yeah.
What level are you, Iron?
How do I check?
F4.
Really?
Or
Yeah,
down on a D-pad if you have a...
Oh,
I actually
yeah,
thought you were memeing when you said press F4, and I'm like, hang on
No,
one second.
it's genuinely F4. You're level 13. Nice,
Yeah.
same as me.
Oh, cool.
Oh, God!
So when we level up, we should get like the same shit.
Alright,
Nice.
tell you what, I'll skip this truck.
104
I'll go
suspension
get some
damage, what the fuck?
What did you do?
I hit one of those concrete things.
Oh god,
Just
yeah.
went onto it.
God, yeah. Just park that in like the area, and we'll wait till Iron joins.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that big mission behind because that'll take like 20 minutes, so I just grab some smaller vehicles.
Yeah. That truck really wouldn't be good for Russia, because Russia, if you don't have an off-road truck, don't bother.
I'm telling you, a German mod will be a German World War II mod will be amusing.
I've been
Look,
saying...
my Tiger drove over this mud.
Here's the thing. I honestly think they should add some kind of tracked vehicle. And I think the way they should do it is, we were talking about this last night, don't add any tanks or anything like that. Don't add like a T-54, T-62. Don't add an Abrams or anything like that. But
Just other recovery vehicles.
I was saying what they could do for a new map or a new region, I don't know, some kind of Middle East country with a lot of sand, oil fields. We'll base it around 2003-ish, just randomly, you know. And then we'll have things like the Hercules recovery vehicle, the Krav, you know, shit like that. As like a more of a... Like the background noise, every so often you just hear like machine gun sounds, stuff like that.
So like
your
not
mission...
front line, but also it is sort of on the front line.
Yeah, army based, not front line.
You're just doing FOB stuff in the rear.
Yeah, delivering shit, repairing bridges. Literally, you could do a whole thing. Like a whole thing. I don't know what I'm trying to think what the American equivalent is, but you could have a whole thing where you're basically a Royal Engineer going around and doing Royal Engineer shit. Like, go pick up filtered water from this source.
Oh boy!
Oh, what happened? You both... Oh, you left the
that
garage.
thing's a big boy.
Both chose to leave at the same time, by instance.
I thought you left the game, but I read it wrong. Iron, what the fuck is that?
This is how we get it done. This is how it's done.
It's a Caterpillar. Alright, yeah. Do you want to repair that vehicle then? We'll get the XP for that.
Yeah. Which one is SOS?
No, it's yeah, SOS. Sorry, you're right.
Let's see.
Nope, it's broken and won't budge, but I think I have more chance pulling a mythical sword from mythical stone. We need you to repair this vehicle. Can you help?
Okay, let's see.
Okay, what kind of vehicle support do you need?
At the moment, go find a mission on the list and go do it. That's what we've been doing.
Oh, okay. So, for example, SOS has not been tagged yet, or has it? I kind of forget which way it is.
SOS has. So if you look in your mission list, like get the map up, and those 3 tabs, press E till you're on the farmost one. The ones that are like empty, as in silhouettes, are not tagged. But ones underneath, like I'm doing Sabine Country Bread. What would be a good idea? Wait, delivered to where? Oh my god, have I been delivering this to the wrong place? I have.
Nice.
That's one issue I've had. Like sometimes with these lists that you do the contract, you got to go to an area and activate it. And
Yeah,
sometimes I'm
that's a
confused
little funny
where to activate it, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's
What
nothing to
we-
indicate if it's activated or not.
What we've been doing is just quite simply go around, explore the entire map, get all the upgrades, get the watch points, then repair any road stuff, and then just like all the missions, just like, all right, I'm doing this one, and then we do the contract ones. Like the contract ones are the big money ones, where it's like nice. Like if you want a big fucking mission to do, Iron, which will take you quite a while, if you go into the contracts.
Yep.
And then under Valone 12, the top one,
For long
radioactive fossils would be, or like either of those two would be amazing to do.
Oh, do I require a crane? Let's see. What plan to start a family tonight? What?
You're going to be picking up from a gulag.
Okay, see,
the
yeah,
way.
there's a load up area. That's fine.
Yeah,
I can't
Yeah,
repair this.
I'm in the
Am I
warehouse.
stupid?
maybe.
I think I'm stupid.
Click repair all.
Trying. Targets the tiger. Oh, now it worked. Bruh.
Did you not repair it all the way?
Nope.
Oh,
It just like run out, basically.
rip.
Should have brought the van body, but by the garage anyways.
Yeah.
Also, yes,
There
I'm
we go.
reading YouTube and Twitch chat,
Nice.
so nobody left behind.
Enjoy, my dude. I read every comment. I leave a message on a fucking 8-month-old video. Iron messages me and go hello. It's like,
It happens way too often. People are like, you're not going to read this video. I'm like, yes, I am.
yes, I am, and I replied to it too. Have you repaired it?
Yeah.
Then now what?
Yeah, good question.
Now you play the game.
No, I mean, like, now what do we do with that piece of shit? Oh, deliver to the hangar. What?
The fuck's
No,
the hangar?
It says restore it. You've not put fuel in it, my dude.
No, it says fuel state is 100.
Fuel state 26 for me.
Fuck.
I had a desync once where fuel stopped being able to transfer between vehicles, and it was horrible.
It says 330 on mine.
There you go.
Oh, what the shit?
No, it was empty.
What the heck?
So wait, what do we do? Do we own this truck now? Oh, we do.
Yoink. It's yours, yeah.
Yeah. Cheers for the free money, boys. Alright, what is this? Is this like a decent truck? What category is it? It's off-road.
Yeah, it's one of the off-road smaller ones, I think.
Get a pretty decent engine for it already. Can't get raised, can't get better tires.
Okay, I'm going to do a mission that involves a crane, since I got a cool big crane.
Oh god, good luck, my brother. Truck storage. It's 76,000. It's quite expensive. It's more expensive than the Flea Star.
Oh, good comparison.
Yeah, Flea Star's a fucking heavy duty motherfucker.
What in the absolute ever-living fuck is fallen bricks? There's over 6 fallen bricks.
Yeah. Oh, we somehow managed to lose
Oh.
all of our bricks randomly across the map.
The mission might be bugged as there's over like 100 bricks.
Yeah,
Oh, let me have a look at your.
it's one of those. It's one of those.
Oh, he found. Yeah. So when you go there, do the remove cargo thing and delete all the cargo other than one.
Oh god, okay, I'm not going to
It-
touch that. I heard it can break games and stuff.
Yeah, like I wouldn't do that mission if I'm honest. I'm right next to Aquatic. if you want to bring a repair thing here,
Oh hell yeah!
I will drag this out of the swamp, and then you just have to repair it.
I'll do that then.
Nice. Cheers for the caterpillar, Ryan.
Caterpillar?
Yeah, I took your truck.
Ah, try it out for a bit.
I actually didn't know we could get into each other's trucks.
Yeah, it's got like
Oh,
5
that's
billion
sweet.
horsepower, but not that much traction. You'll be surprised.
No, this thing's like a fucking proper quarry, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're gonna need fuel as well for that trip,
wait.
maybe?
Oh yeah, you can't recover this when it's Yeah, you're gonna want to bring a service trailer, something with fuel and something with repair.
No, we're get backing up. Beep. Oh, this van trailer cannot. Let me double check, but I think with the van I cannot tow a fuel. I'll check that.
No, but
think you can.
there's a trailer that'll give you both fuel and repair points.
Oh, and you're saying shed the van? No, wait.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
many repair
I'm
points
just-
do you need?
For this vehicle, I don't imagine a lot. Let me back up and have a look.
The reason I'm saying is because the van trailer carries 1,800. The service one only carries like 300.
I can't get into it. Repair. It's needing. Honestly, it's at 278 out of 590.
You need a van. And some fuel.
312 repair points required.
Okay, yeah, definitely a van job. And I'll bring a fuel thing with me.
Yeah. Where the fuck is the road? I can't even see the road now. There we go.
And what is the name of the mission?
Aquatic.
Aquatic. So I can track it and come and help you.
I'll see if I can do that radioactive gulag mission.
Good luck, brother. It's a long one.
Yes.
I'm just surprised you didn't finish Michigan first. How could you have done this?
We practically did.
Ah, okay.
Like we literally thought we've got so little to do here. We both haven't started Russia. Let's both start Russia.
I've been waiting to do Dyson Diesel's last contracts with the oil rigs in the islands.
Hmm.
I've got only 3 more missions remaining, which is like go to the port, something.
Yeah.
They're long range missions, so I'm waiting for whenever I've got a squad. I'll do those.
Nice. Yeah. Well, at least now we can actually like play together.
Yeah, I don't know what was not working earlier.
They released.
You lost your trailer.
Oh, wait, what?
When
sure?
did you lose that?
No, it's connected still on my screen.
Yeah, show's connected.
My game's fucked, man.
Oh
I've
wait,
heard
who's
some
in the
glitches.
fucking big truck? Oh, you're bringing a.
Oh,
Hey, what's up?
my trailer just shot off like a bullet.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, oh, but my trailer's gone.
I am your trailer.
But my fuel. Cameron, go get the
Oh,
fuel. I spent 6 grand on that.
I've got the fuel trailer attached.
You do? Oh,
Yeah, look.
now it just came back.
Oh, I deconnected and reattached. I'm not gonna drive this if I'm honest.
Don't worry. Then I'll take back the Western Star.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing with what's it, towing another truck like that? Like we only just did it recently, and it was kind of a pain in the ass. So like, trailers are the better way. But it's just like,
Why not
Well,
both?
towing another truck worked. It's just
Yeah,
that
I'm using a
It's a
truck,
pain.
to tow
Suddenly I
the
got
truck with the
booted.
trailer as a backup.
Yeah. You definitely need to make sure that it's fueled and shit though, because it needs to be going under its own power 90% of the time, or otherwise it's gonna suck. All right, I am pulling this little piece of shit back. Yeah, I dragged the car out of the swamp view iron, and it's just like south side of the road.
Okay.
Saving country bread doesn't give you a lot, but it gives you a car.
My YouTube chat has turned into next level cringe.
Oh, what are they saying?
It's too cringe.
Fair enough. Understandable.
It's
Have
like
a nice
all
day.
ooh speak. Also, my frame rate is lower than the value of the Venezuelan dollar right now.
Yeah,
oh,
Russia for me sometimes just causes like frame rate issues. I'll be honest. Somehow we probably spawned all of those bricks. I'm gonna go down there and delete them all in a minute.
Yeah, saying good luck. I remember someone was telling me that they couldn't load into one of the levels.
Yeah, like the multiplying cargo thing is like actually a cancer. A good way to do it is if you can find the launch point of the mission that spawns those stuff, click restart and it'll stop them from being hundreds. Only makes the ones you need.
Okay.
So it's fallen bricks start point near us.
I think it's just up there.
I'm trying to remember where the
Probably by the tractor.
drowned bricks. Is that it? Or is it fallen bricks? No.
Cameron,
I think
are
it's
you near?
drowned bricks.
Cameron, are you dragging the thing that I need to repair?
No, I'm not. I've left it at the side of the road.
Okay, on my map I don't know where it is. So relative to aquatic. To the
Okay,
left?
so it's if you look at the aquatic marker,
Yep.
it's at 7 o'clock from that, about 200 meters.
Dawn 71. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, right next to the road. Like, the road I've just come down and I'm
I see
still
it, I see
on.
it.
Just down there, yeah.
I thought it was the thing you were dragging.
No, I'm dragging another vehicle for another mission.
The bread. The
bread
box.
truck. I'm literally carrying Abby's fucking truck.
Yeah, it was like first thing I told Abin about this game. It's like, is this yours? See, I made the cup of tea and brought biscuits along because I knew there'll be a lot of times of me just holding down W and nothing much going on. I can enjoy this digestives in peace.
God, imagine getting your shitty bread truck, like, recovered by the Russian military.
Yep. Hardcore bread rescue.
Oh, Iron, you're gonna love the little bridge you have to go across in a sec.
Yeah.
I would go across it separately with those two vehicles. Do not try and tow that across. It will kill you, my dude. I'm not even going to try the bridge to contest with you. I'm just going to go around it. Yeah, I'm sad you can't spam the horn anymore.
Yeah, they nerfed it.
They nerfed the horn.
The bridge is worse than the just going through it.
Yeah, it really is. There's also some bridges, some other places on this map where they're one way because they're like raised at one end. So when you try and go back over them, you just smash into a wall. This isn't even the worst Russian part of the map. There's parts later where the roads are, honestly, like they come up to the bottom of the windows, the mud. If you do not have all-wheel drive, diff lock, and like at least 8 wheels, don't even bother.
What's the fuel consumption of that APC?
A lot.
Not great. At idle, it's about 5 liters a minute. It's very good at, I don't give a fuck, I'm going this way. But it suffers from, oh, I got halfway there, now I'm out of fuel. Sort of thing.
Oh, it's only got like 200-ish litre tank.
300 liters.
Oh.
I peak at about 15 liters a minute. But it's actually fairly decent. Like, because of its speed, you still pretty much cover the same distance.
I might run out of fuel before I even get to the gulag.
Oof. There's a fuel station nearby.
Yeah. See if I can take that on the way back.
Alright, I am deliverer of bread. I will be.
Saving country.
There we go.
Nice. Promoted.
Thank you. I may now
Rank
wipe the
15.
tears from my eyes as I am, just as a man sweeps crumbs from the table. Don't call me Vladimir Gluten for nothing. god, I just want it to die. Oh yeah, I've activated Lost Bricks now for me. Yep. Oh my god. Deliver to the village. No.
I'm curious, how many bricks did you need to deliver originally before
One.
500 spawned?
One.
Oh.
That's why it's kind of funny. Oh, can the APC tow shit?
Can't take trailers, it looked like.
Fuck. Then I'll have to bring something else because I need a slot to carry.
Whip out the yard.
Oh, my Yar is fucking in another map. Damn it. My Amazon order.
I was pleasantly interested to see the massive popularity of SnowRunners relative to the other games in the series.
Yeah, I think it's because it's going out on consoles.
That could actually be one massive reason for it.
Mm. Oh, I can get snow tires now. Nice.
Apparently snow
Nice.
tires are basically just the mud tires, but they do better on ice, not snow.
Literally, there's ice in Alaska that when you like drive on it, you have no grip at all.
It
in
is
certain
Yeah, you just
areas.
slide.
bonkers.
So the chains are great for just that one area, like that for Alaska. That's it.
I've
I'm
did all
using
the
chains
exploring-
now.
All the exploring in Alaska I've done, and I built most of the infrastructure. I'm trying to get to the airfield now and explore that map.
Fair enough. Oh, I'm under the map.
Nice.
My game is crashed.
Wait, you can't
Ooh.
crash. We're all playing on your map.
I know, but what I'm saying is huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even open the map or anything.
Interesting.
Setting?
Very interesting.
Okay, if you're gonna restart, just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, wait, don't worry.
I'm just gonna give 1 minute. I'll get that thing repaired, and then we can do a restart.
Nice.
Probably means I'm gonna have to travel back again. Maybe I can just go to the garage.
Last time Iron played SnowRunners, the chat was booming with people. I remember there being a lot of cringe. And a lot of War Thunder talk for a SnowRunning game.
You've not put that you're streaming anywhere.
Yeah,
I guess,
thought it was
then
just
again-
SnowRunners.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then again, it's the same with Dieter. Whenever he plays a non-War Thunder game, he doesn't like say it because otherwise people get fucking pissy.
How dare you not play a game that I want you to play? Whee! But I'm only human. I'm only human after all.
Oh yeah, did you see a picture of the CBT hole
Yes, I gave it an eye dab.
behind the driver's hatch? Yeah.
So basically, don't put your foot in there and then have to
Don't put your foot in there because someone will just turn it, and if they turn it like 5 degrees, that's enough to pinch and like cut off your foot basically.
Nice.
Holy shit! Only has 40 liters of fuel. Okay, let's get the fixing done. Are you seeing this, Cameron?
Let me look at your stream. Yeah, what am I looking for? Click all and stuff. What are you repairing? Yeah, source fan body, repair the DOM.
Can't.
Why not? Why
I
can't
managed
you
to
repair
refuel it.
Yeah, why can't you repair it? Try, I don't know, try swapping between vehicles and trying that. Like, switch, then switch back. Click on all, or just press F. F is repair.
Is it? For F's toe hook.
No, like when you're in the repair menu, you can press F to repair. As in, when you've got the repair menu up. There you go.
Wait, I did it. Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah,
I
it says,
tow it
it's
somewhere?
done. 100%. The issue is, I'm bugged, so it can't finish the mission. I'm going to have to restart here.
Yeah, do a restart.
Alright. Alt F4 and it just closes instantly. Application has stopped working. Don't send. Well, we did 2 missions, boys.
Yup.
Woo! Fun fact, German manufacturers don't use their own gearboxes.
No.
Is that true?
That very much depends in, like, what regard.
Sounds, it's a very broad bucket. I was saying like all British people
Yeah.
don't eat English cod and chips.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, fucking, if you don't eat fish and chips, can you really say you're English? Fuck, my food's in the oven, I'll be right back.
When your
God.
whole house is on fire, but you got to finish that delivery.
Yeah, no, it's like, I've put
Gotta
fucking
save
fish-
that bread, truck.
I put fish in the oven, so I'm like, the beeper's not gone yet. Did I set a beeper? Alright. Start co-op. Checking permissions. Wait while permissions are checked.
Bro, do you have permission?
Oh, I have $400,000.
That's not permission, though.
Eat my ass.
Okay.
Gladly.
Oh. No, please.
Don't do it.
Drowned lands. Daimir, Russian Federation. You know, we're probably butchering the pronunciation on that, but the fact is, it's all just in fucking English letters, so I don't give a shit. Alright, manage party. Dongo dongs. I have to select the next slot to invite a new person. Cool. Alright, Iron.
Oh shit. Send it again. I messed up.
Did you do... Yeah, you did a booster. Delete the
Whoa.
invite.
Okay.
I do it from the main menu then. Because like I just pressed escape at the same time I was about to exit the garage.
My game first, but all I can see is my total amount of money is 69,000.
I think I might actually be fucked here. I can't spawn in anything in the world. I think we fucked it
Oh,
with those
just
bricks.
restart. You'll fix it. I had a glitch
Yeah.
earlier where I couldn't spawn in any vehicles. Just restart.
No, I mean, I can't leave the garage.
Ooh.
So give me a minute while I try and fix this.
Maybe try and
Single player, yeah.
single player, yeah. While I reset my game because it froze. Rip.
No,
People are
just...
saying honk
it
if
just-
you're a gamer. Somebody insert Mudrunner's honk here.
God. Yeah, I can't spawn in Russia. We've bugged it. That's a pain.
Interesting.
Because I have a truck out there.
Oh no, it would definitely go. You would have it still, probably.
No, I mean, it's out and I can't get in it to recover. So, like, I can't get in the vehicle and be like, recover. Oh, God. Do I really want to try taking out another vehicle to, like, see? Oh, most of my vehicles are missing. As in, where are the rest of my... Alright, that's here. Take that. Truck storage. I'm missing my good truck, which is outside.
Yikes. No good.
Very yikes. What's the cheapest vehicle? Probably a Scout. Yeah, you're 12,000. Cool.
Apparently, you don't need to have a saddle high or saddle low equipped. If you want to attach to a semi-trailer, you have the wrong one. Something like it will
I
change.
won't be hosting because I can't play the game now. It's like bugged so bad I can't actually spawn in any garage in any location.
I
Fuck.
can host, but I feel like this is dancing on your corpse.
I mean, here's the thing, right? I can't like leave a garage, so I can't do anything. It's like I can't go in Russia because it's like, oh yeah, you're fine.
Also,
Um,
Killer's watching.
Oh, tell him he's fat. Oh wait, I can just tell him myself you're fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go single player for a bit while I try and figure this out. Oh, are you kidding? I lost that other truck as well, the Scout that I just bought.
Oh no.
So like, I have to buy Scouts to see if I can deploy, so I don't lose one of my good trucks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can spawn in Michigan. Cool. But
Okay.
I'm kind of sad that I've lost all of my vehicles, basically.
Understandable.
I'm gonna
Hey,
close the
Cameron,
game while
you
I'm
know
Michigan.
that bug you were talking about?
Oh, did you have it as well?
I started this in co-op,
Yep.
and I cannot do anything.
Well, Spin Tires was a fun game. SnowRunners was a fun game for about 3 days.
I'm gonna commit Sudoku if I lost my 150 grand truck.
I'm gonna commit Sudoku if I have to start a new game because of their fucking... I don't know why the shit fucking bugs. I don't know why they spawn so many bricks and shit.
Can we blame Epic Games even though it has nothing to do with them?
Yeah, you know, we generally can
Always.
because they... No. Here's the thing. We generally can because they gave the developer a date of when to release it and wouldn't let them postpone it by a month, even though they asked.
Oh, fug.
So very much I do blame Epic Games because they forced a company to release a rushed product in order to keep their exclusivity, and which is basically the whole problem with Epic Games, which is, oh, I want to only have these games released on my fucking platform. Fuck Steam. Fuck any other, like, oh, it's just a pain in the ass. Like, Epic is generally killing gaming industry doing it. Because, well, not gaming industry, but, like, it's just a pain. Cool,
Yeah, Killer mentioned I didn't announce the stream.
Hmm.
I'll do. If I do another War Thunder stream, I will. Okay, in single player, I can maneuver the truck. I got it back. But it was the multiplayer that the game essentially was crashed.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like, I can't single player or anything. I can't go in Russia now. Like, this is all my screen is now. I'll put it in VoIP. But, like, this is all that my screen is, and it's just, like, that.
Actually, I just realized something. I'll have a look at VoIP. I just realized something depressing. I had two Caterpillar-like tracks, vehicles. I live in Canada. Thank you very much for the 1.5 meal deals. Much appreciated.
Oh.
And he says, ugly. Cheeky face, smiley face.
Oh.
Just imagine it more like the TF2 thing, like, you're ugly.
Same, dude. Your screen is just white? That's all there is to it?
That's all my screen is.
Blizzard?
Interesting.
I just wanted to drive some trucks and shit, and the game decided to break.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the Pacific P16 that I've now misplaced. I've got to find it.
God, it's just a pain in the ass, this.
The vehicle management in this game is quite fiddly, trying to find out where you left your trucks and
Yeah, I wish there was a button to recall all.
just press all of them and get them all back to your hangar. Oh, I know where I left mine. Okay, Killer's saying, so basically what I'm getting from this is just get mud runners. Well, that's the thing, like, this game is a
No,
more
because
compelling single
yeah,
player.
I was gonna say this is like this is way more worth it than Mud Runners.
If
Maybe
it-
not worth it. I mean, Mud Runners is what, like 12 quid, but like still, this has got so much more content.
This actually has a fun, compelling single player experience and multiplayer if it does work.
Couldn't join your game then. Oof.
I can host my game if you want.
Oh, you're not in multiplayer?
No, I'm in single at the moment.
It says join friends game, and it says you.
It bugs out. Like, with Jack,
Ah.
I could sort of join him, but I couldn't. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Michigan first to make sure that's the map chosen for the mission. I've got a big mission, actually, I want to do with you guys then. This is the one I've been
Please.
saving. Okay. Now that I'm in Michigan, I then go back to the menu. Because the co-op is made with duct paper, duct tape and string.
It's 100% these bricks. Like I reckon it's them.
That would be it. The other friend I mentioned earlier about that, he couldn't play his game. He had a really
Like
bad
here's the
bug.
thing, I can't leave the garage to go to the lost bricks thing and hit restart, so that it clears the bricks and I can leave.
What was it? So it's created by, if in a multiplayer game, if anybody touches a loose item, it just implodes their game.
Pretty much, it's like just such a bug, and like they're like, oh, we're fixing it, but it's been like, the game's been out for a week. You should fix it by now, guys. I'm in a car.
Oh!
I can at least go out and like recover. Oh my god, I'm in this shitty little bread wagon. But oh, here's my fucking big chode. Change truck.
I cannot play online at the moment for some retarded reason.
Oh, I can recover my shit, thank the Lord. Well, whatever my problem was, it's fixed now. It just took ages to load out of the garage by the looks of it.
Interesting.
Oh, but I'm so happy to get my truck back and not lose it. There's so much shit in this, I'd be pissed if I lost.
I'm just going to finish the single player mission for the next few minutes then.
I would. And then I'll see if mine's actually stable and we can actually play. Going through selling all my stock stuff on some vehicles. It's like, you have 8 times stock winches for scouts. I'm like,
What?
why? Like, I don't want that.
I always say I didn't know that mechanic until like way later when I had like 3 other components, and I'm like, oh, what's this about?
Yeah, like I've got 400,000 just from selling all like any trucks you find, sell. Any trailers you find on the map, drag them to the shop, sell them.
Trailers are worth more than most missions.
Yeah.
The missions in Michigan, yeah, but not so much like Russia and late Alaska. Yeah, I'll come and join your world for a bit, Iron, because I can't guarantee mine's gonna be stable, and you're streaming, so it's kind of like, eh.
Okay, doke. I'm just gonna flatten this out so I don't have to commit Sudoku when I rejoin. Because I'm currently back in single player, but I'll go back to multiplayer mode.
Ish.
Come on, straighten out your fab so-and-so.
You fat bitch.
You said the B word.
Bonk.
Be gone.
I turned off the HUD somehow.
Oh, bro, I didn't know you into realism.
I've turned off the HUD. My camera angle is stuck.
What?
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared. There's no sound coming from my Hummer.
Interesting.
Okay, full restart.
I'm not able to move. Okay, yeah, like my game's just weird. It's all those bricks, man. I'm gonna need to come in single player and like sacrifice a vehicle, go close, and like just remove all those bricks.
Got it. Completely non-broken game.
Completely non-broken game with a bug that's existed since before launch. They still haven't fixed.
Because at the moment, this game is early access.
Is it? I thought it was like just
No, I know
sold,
that
and they're like
technically it's public, but I mean, to be honest, it is early access. The amount of devastating glitches there are.
the only quote-unquote devastating glitch I would say is this cargo one. Everything else is like, oh, that was stupid, and like you just brush it off. But like this is the only one that has actively changed how I'm playing the game because I can't do certain things and it's breaking certain things.
Yeah, kiddo
It's
saying
like
you literally bricked your game.
kind of feels like it. On one of the Michigan maps, we had a load of oil things spawn, and I was
It
like,
was a Tower of the Man.
yeah.
I got lucky that I only had 10 of them spawn, and then I tried to delete them ASAP. Okay, my multiplayer game is on now,
I'll be there in a minute.
and then you can invite your friend.
Yeah.
My game just ceased to exist. Connection lost, online features not available.
All right. Yep. All right. Yeah. Their thing's just dead. Oh my god.
I played like 2 hours multiplayer once and had no issues. Restarting again, I suppose.
The application has stopped working.
I was saving this digestive biscuit until I finished a big contract, but might as well start now. Okay, my game is up. If it crashes again,
Nice.
I'm back to single player. Could have sworn I had a Western Star around here. Alright, here we go. Okay, instruments of development. We did some digging on the swamp. We're going to need you to get rid of some old equipment in the way. Deliver to the warehouse, drilling equipment ×3. So what I'm going to need is a convoy. A self-made convoy, so I'll get 2 flatbeds and I'll tow something.
Yeah.
I had to use my big brain to try and decide what vehicles I wanted to take.
I'm writing a crash report and I'm being a bit mean to the devs.
Yeah.
I'm basically telling them that, like, a game like this shouldn't be launched in this condition. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's great, it's fun. You can go 10 hours of gameplay without experiencing a single bug. But when that bug happens, honestly, it's just like soul crushing. I'm generally worried I might just stop playing for a bit until the bugs are fixed. Because the last thing I want is to have to click new game, because you lose everything. Money, trucks, rank and progress. And there's no manual saving. I don't know why there's no manual saving, man. It's like, oh, it's a simulator. I get it. Okay, maybe manual saving would be a good idea, because someone could sit at the top of a cliff, throw themselves off, and if their engine's too damaged to continue, load the save and try
Go
again.
back in, yeah. Still don't think that'd be a bad idea.
Unable to join because the session is full.
Oh, let me send you an invite. Maybe that might change something.
Yeah, please. But like, I just...
Invitation sent.
Thank you.
Oh god, the YouTube chat moves.
Oh god, let's see if I can join you, and it wasn't just you able to join me. Come on. Come on, join.
Please don't fail.
At least we know you can connect to me, so when I
That's
leave
definitely
Russia,
something.
there's some like silver lining to this, but it's just like... I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go have a fag. Ugh.
No, here we go, boys.
Which mission are you doing now?
I'm doing instruments of development. I was hoping Cameron would invite you to my game. Instruments of development is like driving from the dam map to the island map to pick up some stuff.
No, okay.
And it could actually be quite useful to have another set of hands for this one.
I don't think I can join.
Alright, so if you send me an invite through Epic Games, it's in the friend request, I'll accept you.
Yeah.
Spelt the same way as Discord.
Right. they have to do that on Epic Games? Yikes.
Yeah, no.
I think I sent one.
Okie dokie, I'll go check now. Okay, Epic Games. More like cringe games.
Cringe games.
Nope.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, I found it. Danger of Dongs.
Yeah,
Excellent. Now send you an in-game invite.
I need to launch the game first.
Okay, tell me when you're in.
Will do.
Aw, someone called Underwater Green in Twitch chat. I love what you're doing. Keep up the great work, boss. Aw. I would say I wouldn't even want to watch my own stream right now. It's just been nothing but cringe. Nothing's actually happened yet, really. I suppose I did recover one bread vehicle. Now essentially, this is for you stream, but also I suppose for Dong. I'm using the Twin Steer as the mothership, and I'm using this smaller, more agile Western Star. I've got to take this long distance, both these vehicles go to the next map, and from 3 separate oil rigs pick up drilling equipment, and I would basically use the smaller vehicle to go out to the oil rigs, drop it off to the Twin Steer, and then take this Twin Steer back to this map. How do you get trucks? You either earn money to buy them, or you just try and find them on the map by exploring. Ah, danger, you're here. The mission I'm attempting now is called Instruments of Development.
Wait, I'm gonna check it.
I'm thinking fuel might be our biggest concern for this one.
Drilling equipment to warehouse. Okay.
Instruments of Development delivered. Yeah,
Yeah.
the warehouse I think is in. Wait,
Island Lake, it says. Do you want fuel then?
I think so.
Go on.
Regarding vehicles, I brought a Western Star with a crane and a load bed,
Yeah.
and I brought the Twin Steer, which isn't necessarily that agile, but I thought it can take a lot of load for things.
Okay. Yep. Seems good.
It
I'll
also
bring a maintenance trailer then, I think. Should be.
yeah, more than enough. How familiar are you with Michigan? Isn't in the game?
Decent. Went to, which one is it? One of them. I've gone past the dam up that swirly road.
Oh, the squiggly road goes to... trying to
Not the
remember.
island, like the other place,
I think
Drummond
it's the
Island or
port,
whatever
yeah.
it is. Been up there a bit, not much.
Yeah, that squiggly road takes forever. I mean, it's paved, which is nice, I suppose. It just takes forever.
Yeah. It's very long, but nice to drive though.
Yeah. Someone's saying, should I buy SnowRunner? I don't know. I mean, I really enjoy it, but sometimes whenever you have bugs, it makes you really lose faith in the game.
It's more buggy on the multiplayer though.
Yes, in the
That's for
single
sure.
player, I rarely experience anything that goes wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think about which way to go. I should have taken a shortcut, but whatever. It involves driving through the swamp.
Ooh. Trying to catch up.
Oh, you probably will. This twin steer's not so fast.
Brought one of the Russian boys.
Also, I may have already like half damaged it to death already.
Oh. That's not good.
No. So how much progress have you made in your single player?
Not too much. I've done like everything in Smithville, and then I've just been playing with camera.
Ah, okay.
Man, you mudded this place up, holy fuck.
Yep. Kill me. I don't really think that much of the twin steer.
Is that the very long thing?
Very long, boys. The Western Star, except it has
Yeah.
like a fixed bed.
Oh my god. Did not like that thing.
No. It doesn't even have all-wheel drive, just diffs.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, did we get a Soviet Wobble reference in the YouTube chat? Okay, so now for the fun part, we go to the swamp.
Yay! Time to get stuck. At least 5 times.
Woo! I'm assuming you've got off-road tires, right?
Yep.
They're life or death. There's
Oh.
literally no
Oh,
reason
God.
to have highway.
I tipped.
Ah, do you need... Oh, I see you. That's okay, I can come and recover you. It'll take me like 2 minutes to get you.
There was way more mud than I anticipated, and I bounced. Didn't know mud was that bouncy. My engine's still kinda on.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
I
Damn
need
it,
a longer
why couldn't you have
winch.
fallen over a few seconds earlier? Now I've got to climb back up this hill.
Oh, no. Advanced cow tipping.
Okay, full speed on my way to you.
Thank you. I hear you. Say to me.
Will do. Holy shit, the truck's just breaking itself apart while travelling on little boulders. Oh, that thing is very top heavy. I might
Yes.
even try and use the crane for this one. Actually, no, gravity will help.
That looks dangerous.
I'm just hoping the reverse gears are good on this vehicle. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Whoop. Alright, let's see. Reverse gear. Beep, beep, beep. I love the Western Star. Thank you.
Send me an invite, Iron. I'll see if I can join. I've
Copy
got to
that.
pop off in a minute because I got food making. But I want to at least get in the game, see if it works.
I can only invite Jack for some reason.
That's insulting.
Danger of Dongs, try to invite Cameron.
Where did I do that?
Press
Press escape,
escape.
and C.
Let's see here. Escape, C, manage party. Is there supposed to be an invite button?
Click on the empty slot.
With enter?
Yep. And a mouse click.
Just saying locked. Oh, what? I can't see Cameron on my friends list
Nah,
either.
yeah, it's just scuffed, isn't it?
For some reason I can add Jack.
Scuffed.
Okay, now I can't even add Jack. Maybe reboot your Epic games, which is being not epic right now.
I think I might go watch some YouTube in a bit and just cry. Like, I've got a weird bug where the fucking what they called, the bricks, still have a pickup icon in my game in the main menu. So it's like,
Wow.
Oh. So
That
they're
is
past
super
even your
scuffed.
menu.
it's so scuffed. It's just, I just don't know.
We're reaching a new level of scuffed over here.
Literally, yeah, it just went to like turbo scuffed.
Go.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, don't buy this game for anyone wondering. Do not buy this game. Wait 6 months. It'll be on sale, be cheaper, be better. It won't have as many bugs, and there'll be more content in the game. Do not buy this game right now.
Post
You
that.
also won't get a lot of bricks.
Yeah. If you want fucking... Let me count how many bricks there are. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm not going to count them out loud because I'll lose my place.
Oi, watch it, YouTube chat. No spamming. Actually, Kill's here. He can just ban you anyway.
See if getting down this hill is easy.
Yeah, I got down it with
Oh,
twin
God.
steers, so you can as well. Don't tip though. Tipping's illegal.
Thought this was America.
Ha. My face when I've got to do 4 different quadratic equations to tip the way to $2.50. Ian Meyer. Wait, are you who I think you are? The guy from Ash's Discord. I'm trying to remember. Clive, is it?
Ugh.
Oh, just from back in the day. I recognize the symbol, but it could be any be Kiwi. This game isn't buggy in single player that much, it's the multiplayer you gotta watch out for.
Yeah.
Single player, it's fine. It seems to be only multiplayer that multiplication bug happens, and it's just... I'm sure there's a reason for it, but
Oh, Frenchie's saying you had to go directly to my YouTube channel to see the stream. It did not appear in the subscription thing.
Let me have a look. See what it did.
So if you go into your sub feed, normally sub feed.
I see you live in my subscription list,
Okay.
but yeah, you're not at the top of the subscription list like live people normally are.
Interesting.
I have an 11-second clip from Sips, who's screaming at something.
I don't like the YouTube stories feature that they've been doing
I'll be right back.
recently, where you can post like 11-second stories and stuff like that. I wanted to share one with a friend earlier, but there was no share feature, so how am I supposed to share it? So YouTube's doing a bit of a few stupid moves lately. Then again, that's not really unusual for them, is it? Yeah, at the moment it's the twin steer letting us down because it doesn't have all-wheel drive.
Yeah, off-road stuff. Yeah.
So currently I'm just in... Oh, that's another thing. Hashtag only SnowRunners things. My W key finger's falling off.
I feel like there's plenty of games.
But I mean in War Thunder I just hit E 3 times and I got autopilot.
I suppose.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Ian. I just thought you had the same profile picture someone from someone else's Discord, so I assumed you were them. Oh, no, I've got to winch myself forward a little. Winch the truck.
A lot of mud here.
Iron Minions top 10 muddiest places. Number 5, the swamp.
Michigan swamp.
The last place you want to get stuck in is Michigan Swamp. But if you're trying to do oil deliveries, that's exactly what you might get. Oh, can I request some spare parts? Like
On
some
you?
tires, some suspension. You don't even need to do it all the way. No, the twin steer.
The Twinster?
Apparently I
Wait.
busted one of the 8 tires and suspension's fully crippled. But you don't have to fix all the suspension, just a little bit should be good enough.
Could you try inviting me, Iron, please?
I'll try it again. Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Oh.
I can only invite Jack.
Alright, I'm gonna restart the game. See if I
It's a
put that-
Twinster, right?
Yes.
Oh no. There's no damage on it on my screen.
Ah,
What the
okay.
fuck?
Oh, you fixed the tire.
I pressed the button.
Now the suspension would be lovely.
I'll try.
Not super critical, but I think it stops at bottom.
Fixed.
Let's just check.
Nah, that was your truck.
Yeah, that was the other one.
I clicked it.
Change truck, Western Star. Nah, suspension still broke.
Hmm.
You fixed the tire definitely though.
My screen says everything's fully healed. That's so stupid.
Oh, but at least I've got 8 tires now. It's just the thing is now a low rider.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you see it?
are you okay?
Yeah, it was just I was thinking of adding the options to fix this, but I don't. Well, I'll be glad for the spare tire.
Your truck on my screen just flipped.
Ah,
What the fuck, man?
the good news is that it did not happen on my end.
I watched the stream, I was like, oh, I'm about to watch Iron do a sick flip. I'm like, alright, thank you.
I'm just sad the twin steer suspension is shot.
Oh, that's the long thing, the heavy
Yeah.
fucker. Do not ever use that off-road, because it's so long that it literally bottoms out on almost every bump.
Yep.
Don't use it. That's a highway truck disguised as a heavy. Don't use
I
it.
was hoping to basically get it from this bit onwards. It'll be fine, and for everything up to, there's no paved road between here and the gateway. That's the annoying thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I needed
Iron.
capacity to carry 3 goods. Yeah.
Would you please try and invite me?
Yes.
Just one last time before I kill myself.
Okay. I don't have the option to invite you, but I'm sure Dong, give it one go yourself.
Right.
So just press escape, press C to get open the party, and then
I don't see
I
as a
don't think
friend
people
there.
can. Yeah, people can't invite people to others' games.
I've done
I
that.
saw my other friend there for a second, so...
The weird thing is that my friends list doesn't seem to be updating though. It has a lot
Yeah,
more
mine's just
friends.
loading now.
Fuck! I clicked exit game, not exit the main menu.
I have been able to jump into other friends' games. I live in Canada. I wonder where he lives. Thank you very much for the 1.5 mil deals. Man doesn't know shit. That Twinster is an absolute machine on every terrain. Get fucking Shrek, Cameron.
God, what did he say?
He said basically it's an absolute machine in all terrain.
Oof, no, it's really not.
No. I can only invite Jack for some reason, and not any of my other friends, even though Jack's not online. And I'm trying to think, like, outside of Epic Games, maybe I'll try the friends. So I can do a little whisper. Hello. But the friends list within the game is not Danger of Dongs. I can click on him. Friends list updating. That could be good. French weeaboo, please play the 262.
Weird looking meteor, if you ask me.
Also, I probably should have switched off the engine instead of idling, because unlike the other MudRunner, SnowRunner, spin tire games, I said it wrong, but this game you consume fuel when stationary with the engine on. Sadly, Cameron, I don't have an option to invite you.
It's fine. I think I'm just fucked.
But I can't invite
That's
anyone.
the only time I've ever used the Epic Store thing. Oh my god.
At least with Steam, I have multiple ways to try and invite you.
Yeah, God. I think I'm just gonna go, boys.
And the same
Like,
for Hearts of Iron 4. There's many ways to invite a friend to that game. They could use the in-game finder and they could shift tab join. I was just checking the map.
Yeah, no. Best of luck to you, boys. I'm gonna go enjoy my fishing.
Alright,
got
enjoy your
chip.
fish and
Ouch.
chippies.
Alright, love you both. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, stream.
Bye, man.
Up here you will see a cursed trailer.
Ah, yeah. That is pretty cursed.
Yeah. I've literally no way of recovering it I can think of. This was also a lot deeper than I thought. Schlago 2 Electric Boogaloo. Thank you very much for the 2 and a bit meal deals. You have no friends. Followed by Bruh Remix.
Bruh, 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 bruh,
This is an interesting song. I would choose to play this song on all songs. Thank God that song is over. That I was absolutely horrendous to listen to. And actually, I got one idea. I'm going to dump the twin steer for a second. Because I got this crane. He's doing it!
There we go.
It's no longer so cursed. I'll come and pick it up at some point then. It's so far away from any gap. Actually, do you want to tow it to the other map? Because there's a trailer store on that side.
Good try.
Unfortunately, you can't actually hitch onto it with that truck, but you can kind of do the jank I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes, the mud is made of water.
like the rocks are made of rock more, man.
Yeah, the twin steel was already a pain in the ass until it completely flattened out the suspension and became a lowrider.
We really like skipped the road.
Roads are for stupid people.
That's me, man.
You could lead the way then from now on.
Try.
Also, how many liters of fuel do you have remaining?
1400.
1400. Oh, that's excellent, because I only have 115 liters in my main tank.
Yeah, I only got 60. Right now. Running out.
Okay.
We've got plenty of spare though. We'll be fine.
See, if I had 2 other players, I would just have them in single trucks like the one I'm carrying now instead of trying to drag this dead-ass weight.
Why'd you decide to bring that and not a big trailer?
Good question. Because I thought I'd have this as the main heavy lifter, but I used the Western Star to pick up the smaller goods.
Yeah.
Except actually, I can ditch this Western... I got a new idea. Since you got that trailer, we could use that on the other side anyway. We only need to carry 3 units.
That's fine.
Right. I've just wasted half my life dragging this thing to the swamp, and I'll leave it here.
Fuck the Western TriStar thing.
Western Twin Steer.
TriStar, that's fucking Lockheed Jet, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Like a DC-10. TriStar.
Dragging that thing through a swamp.
Also, you can go ahead on if you want, because you're carrying a heavy weight.
Drying. Kinda stuck.
Essentially, I'll take over because you got the heavy weight anyway.
Yep. See if I can move out of this.
Because we
Wow.
got a little old convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight?
Go.
Also, press L for your beams.
Oh, we're at the swamp.
I just realized something that's going to be sad. You know the
What?
trailer we're towing?
Yep.
Neither of us can technically attach to it.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because I've got a crane, and you've got that maintenance trailer.
That way, that fill.
Thank you for the fuel. I will figure out something on the other side.
Fuck, I accidentally filled you with my fuel.
Ah,
Oops.
suck it.
There we go. I'm filled now.
In fact, I didn't actually need the crane for this mission either, because I think it's just go to the area and you can load up.
Probably. That's usually what it is.
And the main issue I'm worried about is I don't know if I'll be able to pack the equipment onto the trailer I'm towing. And if I can't pack it, that's going to mean it can fall off a lot. Then again, I could always just attach it to the crane. Oh, here's the spooky wolf, by the way. It always appears here. Don't go into first person, it will disappear. Schlago, thank you again for another 2 meal deals in a bit. SnowRunner, more like... I don't think I can read that in Armenian. It's Armenian, but I can't read it. Toto's Africa Volume Course 1 Step Off Key at me. This hurts. Are you okay, Doms?
It's kinda heavy. A lot of fuel.
Keep your eye on the wolf, they'll pop up randomly.
The wolf?
The wolf. It sounds like really drunk karaoke. I don't think you're even on the road. Or are you trying to avoid the mud?
Bit of both. Stuck in the mud, trying to get out from it. There we go, got a bit of grip now.
The wolf would be dead ahead, except you're turning right.
Okay.
Guess you didn't see it.
Nope.
You are not blessed.
I'm also blind.
Okay, do not enter this. Don't enter the map zone until I say you can.
Yep.
Don't enter it. Trust me humongously on this, it is such a stupid glitch.
Do we like glitch into each other?
Yes,
Take
and
it?
then we'll go flying and get fully damaged, and I've done this before and it made me want to just delete the game. Okay, I'm just vacating the zone. Okay, zone is clear. Okay. Have you got the instruments of development tracking right now?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the one to the right first. All the infrastructure's been built, so this should make this pretty easy.
So we gotta get the drilling equipment first, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's only one slot, I don't know how much it is.
Cameron sent me a list of how big they are earlier.
Hey, list?
Drilling equipment. Yeah, like the size to take.
Oh, yeah, I suppose
Drilling
that's-
equipment is 4.
What? Excuse me? 4?
4.
So that means
According
even
to
the
that
twin
list.
steer can only take one of them.
Yes.
Oh fuck, and the twin steer is currently just crippled to death in the swamp.
Probably be better off with a trailer.
Yeah, like a semi.
Yeah, that or a. There's a ramped flatbed.
Yeah.
Right there.
Schlager, once again, thank you for just under 2 meal deals. Very fast truck driven at incredible high speed. Thank you very much, Schlager, for this shit. For this amazing song choice. Yep, drilling equipment is full cargo.
Or
And I can't even do manual loading.
is it that big? Yeah.
Full cargo space. There is a trailer still nearby, but I can't hitch anything up to this.
No.
So Sudoku time now or later.
Open here.
It's basically getting brickful right now. It's very appropriate for our situation.
Yeah. Kind of scuffed.
I don't know what to do. All I can think of is basically just going back and reconfiguring.
Yeah, it's probably the best for now.
All that energy you're getting for the bloody swamp. There is the other entrance to this map. I don't know if it's any easier, but it's a much longer journey. Well, it's almost not worth it at that point because it's so long. So, I'm guessing I'm going to recover then.
Probably.
Oh. Forgive me for wasting your time then.
Fine with me.
Yeah, whenever people play music, you can't hear me really, due to my shitty audio balance. I live in Canada free. Thank you very much for 2 meal deals. I don't want to join the army by Melody. Ah, off to a good start.
Oh yeah.
Oops. I accidentally turned that off. Didn't mean to. I turned off the donation music. I turn it back on again. And I'll redo it.
Something similar, a chorus of scruples at all. We are Fred Carno's army. We are the RSC. We cannot fight, we cannot fuck. What bleeding good are we? And when we get to Berlin, old Hitler he will say,
Thank you very much. I live in Canada. Free, because that was a very peculiar song. I don't want to join the army by melody. I'm assuming it's referring to, like, I heard the term zombies, which is like the... Oh, I'm aggressively being attacked by a trailer right now. Is a zombie something to do with, like, the non-good soldiers or something like that? Oh, is that you driving around with a trailer right now?
Yeah.
Ah, I couldn't see you. I was just being attacked by the trailer.
I can't see you. Fuck.
10 out of 10 game.
Definitely.
Okay. I might get the ramped flatbed. What did you get?
I got the sideboard semi.
Oh, that could be good.
I still can't see you.
Me neither. Oh, now I can see you. Which I
Still
ran
can't
in
see
the
you. Last time we fixed this by you recovering, but I'm not sure if that will help.
Okay, I might give that a go. There, you just bumped into me, for example.
I can't see you.
Oh, okay, let me
Oh my god.
recover.
Yeah, that helped. What the fuck? Nice.
You took a
Good
5
game,
from the trailer.
Well,
I'm just gonna
5?
Take, yeah, I'm gonna take just
Yeah.
let's see, gooseneck. No, that's a bit.
gooseneck's gonna be annoying to pull.
Yeah, it looks a bit low, ridey.
It is super low right now. It's
The
not
step deck semi trailer looks a bit thick. Ramped flatbed trailer.
good. Could work.
And sideboard semi. Actually, then again, sideboard looks high up. With good clearance, I think. Okay, let's give this a go. I'll try what you're trying. Okay, here goes nothing. You could really use camera note to do this in one trip only.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a friend to invite for this. To convince him to join us for the madness. Nope, none of them are online. Nope, alright then, you lead the way, boss.
Thinking the other route's probably faster without going through the swamp.
Yeah, you can pick a... The other way I can think of is maybe to go...
I was thinking going around up to the fuel station and that way.
That's the thing, that route looks like it will be good, but there's 2 areas on there that will make you lose your will to live. And you're thinking it can't be worse than the swamp. But it is.
It can't be.
Alright, Armenians, top 5 routes you don't want to take to get to the swamp. Number 5. The rocky pass may look clear, but actually it is not that good. Oh, fish dating. Might need to recover already.
Oh, damaged?
Yeah, I went a little too extreme.
Yeah, I did that too. A lot of damage on my
I leave the trailer
one part.
behind and-
Some trailer spot here is different.
This game has taught me one lesson, which is always take it easy.
Yep.
It's better to take 2 minutes to do the job right than to spend 20 trying to fix it.
That is true. I still don't follow it though. I crash every time.
Yeah, it's a difficult rule to follow. It is rather painful to do the right thing even though you know it takes longer. And you know it will be good to do it correct the first time. Like right now I'm still speeding down the hill, it's just I don't have the trailer anymore.
This thing has the turning circle of a fucking spaceship. Or boat.
Oh fuck, I just 20 damage to my engine hole. My trailer's kind of blocking the pass.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So careful. Oh come on, there we go. Yeah. Oh, you can bring a crane as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that is neat. I would like to bring a crane. Actually, maybe I had room to bring it, but I didn't.
Most likely.
I just assumed I could only have one or the other.
Sure, it's like in the middle here. I missed that one. Shit. That should work. There we go.
What is your maximum fuel capacity?
200.
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh wow, is it fuel efficient at least?
Nope.
Fuck, I got 300 litres, but I thought it was basically nothing.
It's fast and strong, but not fuel efficient.
Diff time. Oh, look at me. I'm so smart by not going straight through the mud. I guess you proved it is better just to go around it.
Usually it is. Let's see. As they come to full halt.
Whoever designed this mission is Satan.
Oh yeah.
You have to travel so fucking far with the trucks, and then you've got even more Satanist stuff on the other side. It isn't too bad now that the infrastructure's there, but these big ass trucks in that little area.
Yep.
Right, you're coming up to an area now, which is going to be frustrating.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the area.
Here we go.
I have tipped around 3 times here before.
Oh. I think it got off lucky.
Alright, from here it's going to be okay then.
That is good. Gotta keep on moving.
Yeah, you're definitely faster than me.
I think it's a bit better truck in general. The Russian trucks are very nice.
It's like they're almost designed for off-roading.
Ah. Who would think?
I know it sounds heretical, but I always thought it would be nice to have some sort of fast travel mechanic in this game where it deducts the fuel you need to get to the location. But I know that's heresy.
I feel like the problem is you can just fill up anywhere, anyways. As long as there's something close.
I've had times when I got stranded when I'm like, oh fuck, there is nothing in the entire half neighborhood of the map. No trailers, no nothing. I do like you can refuel between vehicles now, that's fun.
Yeah, it's good.
I could have loaded up a scout onto this flatbed. Using a crane. And then I could use the scout for fuel, because it's so light anyway, it's like a mini fuel trailer.
Yeah.
It's a way to kind of carry fuel. And have the flatbed, and then when I'm done with the scout, once I sucked out all its life force, I can then just yeet it back to the garage.
Yeah, the possibility. Not really sure where we're supposed. Just straight?
Oh, you can bomb it straight across.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's like one of the few times in this game where you're like, oh, the shortcut actually is a shortcut.
Yeah, you don't get stuck for 20 minutes just trying to fix the one single thing you hit.
Yeah, whereas this, if you take the long way, you're going to actually take longer and get stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
go.
wanna pass?
Yeah, you go first.
Right. Keep on moving. Oh, this looks muddy.
Someone says, I'm about to head out. See ya, lads. Aw, bye.
You better head out. I think this road was better than the other one. But
Yeah, I agree. It's just that one bit where I struggle to get past sometimes that annoys me.
yeah.
Like if I have a top-heavy trailer, like a van trailer, it spooks me, but I think you made the right call.
Don't like the swamp. Oh, there's a truck here.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, I've repaired and refueled it, but I don't think I actually get it.
Hmm. Is there a fuel station on the other side? I hope there is.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There is a garage place, so I suppose if we go there, ditch the traders, we can buy a fuel thing, refuel from it, and sell it back for the full cost.
Yeah.
Actually, there is also a fuel cystine trailer just lying about there anyway.
Okay. Now then we're fine then.
How many liters do you have?
Yep. Currently none. Game crashed? Yeah, game crashed.
Oh, that's a lot of
Oof.
no liters. What could have happened to cause the crash?
No idea.
Oh, fuck me, so.
Provide a description of what you were doing. Just driving, man.
Just fucking drive. We weren't interacting with any crates. There was nothing nearby.
I said that. Just driving. That's all I did.
Bruh. What was the reason of the crash? Bruh, I was driving in your driving game and I crashed. Alright, 10 out of 10 game. We'll recommend to everyone. I've done nothing but hold down W for the last 2 hours. I don't recommend you rejoin.
No,
You're gonna
I
start
don't
from-
think I'm gonna.
I don't think I can do multiplayer with people really in this game. It's
I
cursed.
don't know what that was. Had no problems playing with Cameron earlier.
And that's the thing, if you try to rejoin now, even if it was like a micro disconnect, you're gonna go all the way back to that garage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna head out as well then.
Yeah, I'll just go park my ass on my Discord.
Good luck with that.
Oh, cheers. I'll probably just boot this into single player mode for extra security then.
Probably better.
Alright then, nice playing though with you.
Yeah, same. Goodbye, man.
Bye.
As I said, it's just a guy who's
Hey,
streaming.
just quick thing I should say,
So-
I'm live streaming at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Hello. Hey, stream. How are you doing?
just in case you wanted to talk
Hello
about
there,
embarrassing
stream.
personal things.
Are you playing SnowRunner? Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing my sanity here. I've spent way too long holding down W for the last 2 hours.
Are you
Yeah.
trucking towards
Go play
Moscow?
War Thunder.
Oh, I'm telling you, it would be really fun, sort of like a semi-conversion expansion pack DLC, where it is Eastern Front. It's an Eastern Front themed map, maybe near the outskirts of Stalingrad, or maybe snowy near Leningrad. No, it could be the
The
Georgian.
You're
Stalingrad
driving an
still-
open.
You have to
Is
deliver
Stalingrad
supplies
still
to
called
build-
Stalingrad, though?
No, it's got another name.
No, it's Volgograd.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I know that.
Maybe it could
I
actually
just
be a
got-
map themed around the Georgian mountains, but with the German logistics trying to get through them.
Oh, pretty good.
German World War II logistics problems.
Yeah, but it's not like, come on, try and repair the bridge. Okay, build the main
It's
train
totally
station.
not.
Deliver
That
the
sounds
fuel.
I think I've sent you that video of the German pioneers building the bridge, right?
It was a really cool video, yeah. And it was
Yeah.
just called
Hey,
Retreat.
put it in lad chat. Alright,
Hold
let's
on,
see.
Iron. Do you like Elon? Elon Musk?
No, I think he's personally a bit overrated and his fanboys are cringe. But carry on, yeah?
Well,
Elongated Musk.
look in the lad chat. I found a meme about his son. Well,
Oh, E Alpha something, blah blah blah. Okay, let me have a look.
His name
It's
is
an
Kyle.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a very complicated way of spelling Kyle, which is really funny.
Yeah,
I
here
gotta
that's
say, I don't
really
really
un-
understand
I
the
feel
fan base of
offended
Elon
because,
Musk,
like-
but
It's
I
just that
feel
he's
weird
batshit insane.
when I found out about Elon's child's name being Kyle, because it's actually my own as well. I just went like, ha, fuck everyone, but fuck you, Elon, for saying it that way.
Dude, to be honest, his wife looks like a fucking hag.
oh, well, you didn't need to go that
I
low.
thought it.
Nah, but like the thing with him is that the fucking guy is such a weird personality.
To be honest, Elon Musk, he's kind of like that grown-up child that just like wants, like
Yeah.
when he wants to do something, he fucking does it. Like he doesn't fucking care.
I don't
Yeah.
understand his fans' support for him. Like when he announced this like flamethrower, all I could see was, oh, it's a propane torch and a air rifle. So yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
literally called not a flamethrower, it's a roofing torch.
yeah, it was just a roofing torch. And it,
Like,
yeah, it was all just
like-
as a fucking joke,
he
and
was
that's
like,
kind of the best part.
I want to sell flamethrowers in the US. And he fucking did it. He was like, I want to throw a fucking car into space. He fucking did it.
okay, that was a kind of a fun thing. I'll give him that one.
Yeah.
Imagine if there was aliens out there. Next thing you know, like they're just kind of floating around in space. And next thing they know, bang! They just like look around, see if it's an asteroid. No, it's Elon Musk's fucking Tesla car.
Yeah,
I would say I'm digging your accent, Bismarck.
he's Irish.
I'm digging
Car
it.
bomber.
The Brit liking the Irish voice. Ooh.
Yeah. Any of you guys watching the stream right now?
Hey, I am.
Anyone
I
seen
can.
this
I'm only
cursed
on.
trailer?
I'll try actually.
Oh, what the fuck is
dear,
wrong
what
with
the
that?
hell is-
I think it's.
Why is it
something
so
like-
long? Why did it have to be so long?
I can't even look upwards enough to see how long it is.
Look from the side then.
Oh fuck! What the? Oh no! I spent like 30 minutes getting.
I love when he rages.
I spent like 30 minutes getting here.
Oh, I just got up and holy shit! What the
Oh,
fuck was that?
No!
You know, I'm pretty dirty-minded and everything. Iron just said, like,
Iron dropped something, I believe.
what the fuck happened to your truck?
One of the trailers glitched out and assaulted him
But I
and
wasn't
made
even
his truck
touching it.
teleport into the ground. That's the
Wasn't
best
even
part. You
touching it.
weren't.
Okay, I got
Iron,
good
you
news
got
for
the
myself. At least the trailer is still here, meaning I don't need to drag another trailer there. The
That
bad
is
news is
very
I've got to
true.
spend another 30 minutes of my fucking life drag.
Was
Ah,
that quicksand?
fun.
I am.
It's broken mud.
Because we got on a little
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
He says he's having fun when his fingers are starting to bleed.
I was about to complain about you not inviting me to play Snow Tires, but
Super
seeing as what's
weird.
going on, I'm pretty fucking happy.
I've had
I'm not-
nothing but misery for the last 2 hours regarding multiplayer. I had big issues trying to join with Cameron. Cameron's friends then suddenly had an issue where just instantly his game exploded.
And then Cameron went to paint his toilet.
Yeah.
Me and me, Cooler, and Lemon were playing, and then Lemon's truck exploded, and then he rage quit.
I just don't think multiplayer is an option. No
They
matter
can
how many times I
explode?
really want to. The
Have you
snow
not seen it when the suspension goes through the cabin, glitches out? The
Mud
truck
Run
flies off
is
the
more
road.
stable for multiplayer at the moment.
Dude,
And
I
so-
remember-
Yeah, but how long is Mud Runners out? That's my.
I remember in the first Spin Tires, there was a mod where you could get an SCKZ234-2, basically the Puma, and it was like the best fucking off-road vehicle ever.
There are mods.
Zoom.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Anyways,
Ah,
you
it's-
guys keep trucking.
The good news is I
I'm
don't have to
literally-
That's a lot of damage. Hey yo, Iron, you know what I say to that trailer you saw earlier?
Go on.
It gets bigger when I pull on.
I see Iron is distinctly British when driving on the left side of the road.
Exactly. Why am I driving on the other side?
Oh, I never know.
Turn around. We want to see what the driver's seat is.
Yo, Iron, you know that one picture where it's like when you forget that you're in the colonies and it's one car just drifting over the road, like drifting across the lanes. Oh,
That
God
looks
heavens,
very
I forgot
dangerous
I'm in the
mod.
colonies.
That's why I bypassed it.
Yeah.
It's good that I don't have to drive the trailer though, so I can get them
Wait,
all quickly, but
wait,
it's so
Iron,
fucking
is
annoying.
this-
There's a lot
is
of
this
busy work in this
SnowRunner?
game that isn't fun. Yeah, it's SnowRunners, what's up? Oh, I can show you guys something cool.
Why is there no snow?
Wait, hold that thought. Hold it.
You know, the thing that is annoying to me is that all of the stuff I've seen from it, there is no snow. Where's the
Bruh.
snow?
Bruh.
There's the snow.
Bruh.
Ah.
Here's my boy Franco in
Ah,
YouTube
there
chat.
it is. There it
I've been
is.
saving this for a little bit, but let's do this now.
Yee.
Because we got
Oh,
a little
Jesus.
convoy. Ain't you a beautiful sight?
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, that's something fun. It snowed today.
Oh, in Norway.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, and it's so late in the year.
Uh-huh. It snowed a lot as well, but none of it stuck, so.
Oh, is this something to do with the Atlantic air that's coming? Antarctic air
Arctic.
coming down.
Not Antarctic, but Arctic.
Yeah, that's sorry. One of them's on the southern hemisphere, and one of them's northern.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Earth was flat.
By the way, this truck is the coolest horn in the game.
I have the sound disabled so I don't get echo, but yeah.
I'm on a phone, so it's not like you can just echo.
I like how you can see the sound waves of the
It's
horn.
just such a nice little thing. Look how aggressively he smashes that. Ugh. And from third place, you see the shock waves.
I like that.
So, Iron, how did you like the new playtest of Enlisted?
I thought it was interesting. The tanks had the War Thunder models, but like really dumbed down.
For what?
Yeah, like, you can't even shoot through a fucking fence. Like, bro.
Oh, is that the Gaijin fucking infantry
Yeah.
kind of game now?
Yeah,
Ah.
the gay troop infantry game.
It would be interesting to see if they eventually try to merge that up with War Thunder or something. Would be fun.
They should add the IRA to it.
There's cars simultaneously exploding somewhere.
I think Speed
I
will play
think
that
you just
game
made a
all day
big
long
mistake,
then.
Arn.
I need an adult.
Oh, Iron. Iron, I don't think your truck is meant to become a submarine.
No, and I'm out of winch range of that hold on.
Give me a call, I can quickly blow it up, you know? I'll sort you out.
No, that would just tip me over.
The IRA
You really
will come
think
and
that
destroy
little
the dam.
tree can support that fucking trailer when you
Yeah, the IRA will come along, put little cars in front of it and blow them all away.
Oh yeah, that's something I saw on the Tank Museum YouTube channel recently.
Yeah.
They had this video on the Irish Republican Army's own armored cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niche thing.
They should make a video.
Yeah,
on
they
the head
still
report.
used them until the 70s and kept on modernizing them.
Well, you have to understand now, I live near one of the barracks, so I live near a place called Collins Barracks in Cork, and
Ah, I know you're
I can go up there and inside the gate there's like either a 17 pounder or else one of the the larger variants of it. I think it's like an 18-pounder or something, and it's on display. They also have it's one of the French armored cars. It's
Thank you very much, Alex, for the donation. 1 second. Alex Tote, thank you very much for the 2 meal deals. Oh, you chose an excellent song. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to listen to this first. Then I'll get back to your message. Song so damn much. Thank you, Alex Toe. Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. Dude, I'm on the verge of buying the game. I just want to help you out of this misery because it seems so painful to watch you try. I tell you what, Alex, hold off. I'll message you after the stream. I got an idea. Don't get the game for now, though. I'll message you after the stream with an idea. Alright, now I'm going to go unmute myself now. But thank you very much, Alex, for the 2 meal deals.
Mute and undeafen himself.
Yeah, I did.
Good.
Because I was responding to a stream donation. I really didn't want to
I
Irish
noticed.
boy story.
yeah.
Wait, also, how did you get into this room? I'm curious.
Alex, see, the thing is, with the Irish Army, 90% of the time, they just kind of go like, we've lost the turret. Fuck it, it'll be grand. We go do something else with it. Hence, if this is real...
I just told the Irish guy that the headless coachman exists.
Oh, the coachman. That is interesting. The pinnacle of Irish engineering.
Speed needs to be more thunder. Like speed.
Oh god! Imagine if that became a British premium. Imagine the anger in Ireland.
Dude, speed would instantly fucking buy that vehicle.
Yeah.
I fucking would.
I don't play War Thunder anymore, so I don't give a fuck. I stopped playing War Thunder a while ago.
Aren't you just demonstrating why the Alaskans chose to invest in aircraft instead of roads?
It's so true, like all the float planes you see out there. Just
yeah.
Yeah, I can understand why.
And why the German logistics on the Eastern Front was so bad.
Haha, XD, the Germans winter.
No,
and then meanwhile, all the poor
Front
German
was a
soldiers
dream
slugging
compared to
through
this.
mud that's over their head height.
Aren't you, like, are you sure that isn't the Stalingrad edition of the game?
I was asking for it, and I suppose it's already in the game.
You're supplying the 6th Army is your goal.
Actual footage of the 6th Army being... See, I really want to find it again. I did have it on my hard drive, but it was from one of the propaganda reels of Gigants. Actually, that's the wrong code word, because that's for the 321. This is the 323 I was talking about. Landing at Stalingrad. And I don't remember which propaganda reel I saw that in. They had Flight of the Valkyries playing over the footage as well, which was like, holy shit, that's pretty fucking cool.
Not Train to the Nibblesbad.
Actual Nazi Wonder Waffle music.
Train to the Nibblesbad.
Yeah, it's a reference, for those that don't know, it's a reference to the music I played during the background of my vids.
This is officially the Eastern Front Simulator.
I think that was one of the first things I ever asked you when I was on Beehive, like, when you just joined the channel, I was like, yo, Iron, what's the background song you use in your, like, top X Nazi Wonder Weapons or some shit video?
Oh dear, this is...
The only reason I got through the swamp was purely winch power. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's so fascinating to look at, though.
Just seeing...
But yeah,
being moved.
I have mad respect for the people who build infrastructure in the north now.
Yeah, I've been watching like videos on heavy lifting stuff, you know, Canada and there's better high quality videos that I've seen from Canada than I've seen more of Slav phone videos of Russian trucks driving basically underneath the water as mini submarines. But there's some
Jesus.
well-produced videos out there. They're very fascinating seeing these moving machines and almost like the pinnacle of human engineering, the ability to move stuff that would have taken thousands of people, now just being done by one dude in a truck and willpower.
Yeah, I can't wait for the like documentaries on building giant world wonders to come when we start building our fucking ocean tunnel.
Oh yeah, I'm looking
We're
forward
gonna
to
build
Norway
a-
building that motorway.
Oh, we are actually going to build a tunnel straight through a mountain to have ships pass through it.
Any ideas
Ships
for like
as
a
big
date
as
when they
cruise
wanna
ships.
start?
They actually got funding approved now, so it
fuck.
will
Have you
probably
guys
start.
ever heard of the Tatra?
Tatra? No.
It's a 4x4 truck that was used by the East Germans, and they're still pretty common in like German agricultural shit. And those things are just like fucking humongous. And seeing those things like work their asses for like a swamp or some shit is just so fascinating.
Are they bigger than a Unimog?
Iron, you're
They
doing
are.
unassential damage. You're destroying signs.
I'm thinking like, how am I going to get past this guardrail?
I just drive.
The wheels are big enough.
I
Yeah.
would love to winch the rear over to a post, but that's not an option. I might try and take the turn again, but as wide as I can.
Yeah, look into Ladchat, that's Tatra.
Oh,
That looks really
these
soft.
things. I think we have
Oh,
some of
that
those
looks-
in
Yeah,
our
it's
armed
East
Yeah, East
German, so
Oh.
That explains it.
but those things are just fucking dude. Like the driver's cab of that thing can hold up to I think like 8 people or some shit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
it
have that
looks
seating area in the back, and those things were used for like hauling around East German artillery pieces and stuff like that, and ammunition.
Hey, how much do one of them go for? That'll be a
They're
tasty car
really
bomb.
fucking expensive. It's a Tatra
Shit.
815 8x8.
Poor little tree.
Yeah, I was just like, can I winch a 50-ton truck off a little tree stump? Let me see. No.
I think the only reason you managed to winch off of those other trees was because of the
It's a glitch.
them
where-
being locked in the mud.
That's essentially it. Like, even though it's just a tree branch on the floor, the game kind of puts it as like a log.
Yeah.
Your truck doesn't really want to.
It doesn't want to go up here, but I can't. I don't want to drive over that guardrail.
You have big enough tires. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Go
but the
do it.
rear tires.
Dude.
Yeah,
You
they
know
are
what
big
you
enough.
need?
Manable.
You know what you need in that game? Your Volkswagen Up. I think that
Yes!
thing just wouldn't give a fuck.
I think that up could be carry 1 unit of cargo and be sort of a fuel-efficient scout. One issue as well, this is not all-wheel drive, so even though I'm trying to turn left, it's like a Kettenkrad where the front wheel doesn't have traction, it just refuses.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna hit that guardrail. Right, let's try to going over the guardrail. Okay, here we
Sure,
go.
fuck it. Go on.
It's so weird. I mean, my little brother absolutely adores these kinds of games, but I never understood what the appeal was.
It's something weird.
Well, actually, Iron, what you could do, I was about to say is before you went
Just
to
follow
do
the
it.
guardrail until I get out.
Yeah.
Can't you winch yourself to the guardrail and pull yourself to the
Unfortunately, I
side?
have predefined winch points.
Like I said,
I'll show you now.
you're
Wow.
fine.
Like here,
the
for
wheels
example, I
are
can
that
attach
big.
here to those. That tree I'll probably just rip down. Silence phone. Yeah, I can rip that tree down. Yep,
GG.
that goes down. I don't mean to deforest a tree with a winch, color-wise. Yeah. If I was in a smaller car, though, I would be able to winch to those trees, but it's because I'm such a big thing.
Humongous.
Look at all that timber there now, lad. Oh, Christ, you're nearly out of fuel.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, the good news is that at least I'm connected to main roads, though, so it's not an issue to get another tanker here.
What the hell are you even hauling?
no.
It's called Instruments
That's a
of...
crane.
The mission is called Instruments of Development, Well, for GR Enterprise... No,
Oh,
for
it's a drill.
Was it more some mining? I don't know which contract I'm doing.
No, that's a drill.
Oh. Floating drill. No, that's not it. Yeah, it is. Floating drill. Blackbird needs your help, old pal. We're removing the floating oil derrick, and we need you to deliver the rig salvage trailer to the port. There's something about this game, like I don't know how to describe it, like a low stakes game. Yes, there is frustration and difficulties, but there's no actual game over scenario. You have so much flexibility in how you do the game. It's not a big deal. Like if I do flip this now, big whoop, I just reset it and get another truck or... Like one cool thing is also you kind of build up the level that you do the work on. Like this bridge here was not here until I built it. I had to bring supplies in to build this bridge.
Excuse me for a bit.
Take care.
I started playing U-Boat again today, and on my first patrol I got both Iron Crosses and halfway through the German crossing gold.
I probably should have retired then. Don't roll the dice again for a second. What was the survival rate for U-Boat crews? Like 75% at the end of the war?
I don't know, but I'm already on my third patrol.
That's a lot of dice roll.
Do you remember...
I unlocked the snorkel in 1941, even though historically U-boats only got snorkels in 1942. It just took me like 42 days to unlock. And due to the snorkel, I can just like roam around submerged with the hydrophone, and they won't even see me coming. And they don't have escorts yet since it's 1941, and I'm in the Mediterranean.
Absolute cheek clapping.
Yeah.
Hacker. Winston Churchill claims hacker.
No, you can't have the snorkel in 1941. That's non-historical. Haha, snorkel good, look, look.
I already sank 70,000 tons, like gross registered tons of ships. So yeah, and every mission, like every patrol I went out to, I expended all my torpedoes, even the aft torpedoes. Trying to be as efficient as possible, and took down, like, I hit the ships, they burn the crew bales, and then I don't fire another torpedo at it. I just, like, after all the rumble is over, I just, like, come up again and finish them off with the deck gun.
You know, one movie I think is actually going to be very good, but it's highly unlikely, is Greyhound with Tom Hanks.
I'm curious to see how it goes, because the trailer was interesting.
The trailer was interesting. So I looked in the comments and I was like, yeah, I loved when the German U-boats had a demonic whale noise when they surfaced.
That was one comment. I saw that comment, I think. Something around those lines.
It's a genuine awesome comment, because like that kind of stuff puts fear. Well, it'll put fear into the audience.
I mean, I watched the news, like the Sky version of the Dust Boat series, and honestly, like it's
I watched that as well. That was
it's fucking heretical that it has the name of Dust Boat, because it has nothing to do with the original Dust Boat movie. Like, you have a few scenes where they're actually on the boat. There's no action happening whatsoever. There's no, like, real stress on the crew that you see in the movie. And then you have love scenes in France and stuff like that. And I'm just like, fuck that. Like, my whole experience of the show was I've watched the first 2 episodes normally, and then I just skip through the rest of the episodes just to see the scenes where they're on the fucking boat, because all the other scenes were literally so fucking boring. I wanted to find, like, sticking my dick in an anthill would be more entertaining than watching that, because it's literally boring as fuck. Like, it has nothing to do with the original movie. The original movie was about the crew during the war, their experience, the stress that they had to endure, and the conditions they had to live in. And I find it a shame that they named it Dust Boat.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's just a failure of historical fiction, really. If you cannot make it engaging, then you've failed as a historian.
Like the original
and a fiction writer.
When did the original Dust Boat come out? Wait, let me Google
70s. I think it was.
Yeah.
Like the original does both. For coming out in that age was more historically accurate than that fucking show, or more accurate to the thing than that show.
Yeah, and it is even considered a benchmark of what you need to watch to write combat scenes, naval combat scenes in fiction.
Yeah. It came out in 1981, yeah.
81, okay, yeah.
It was a really good. Well, I only watched the movie, which is a cut down of the TV show, isn't it?
You mean the original movie?
Yeah.
The original movie, there are 3 different parts. There's the normal version, which today is called the extended cut, which goes 5 hours, and then there's the movie version, which goes 3.5 hours.
I saw that one.
And then there's the TV version, which goes like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. And the 5-hour version is literally like, you can barely find it these days to watch it, but you have to watch it because it goes like way more in depth into the individual characters. Like it shows their daily life. Like for example, the LE, the leading engineer, or the Lieutenant Werner, which is the war correspondent. It goes way more in depth to their backstory and what they go through. Or for example, Johann, which in the like movie cut, which is what most watch, is barely shown. He's the guy in the diesel engine room that is obsessed with the fucking sound of the diesel engines and always has the listening rod out and just hanging on the fucking diesel engines. Like, it goes way more into his backstory. Like, if you didn't watch that, you couldn't even, like, properly know that he's Austrian. Like, he has Austrian heritage. And he's really fucking new to actually being on the sea. Like, out on the seas and stuff like that. Because Austria doesn't really have an ocean next to it. Austria had a navy, or still has, but it's only patrol boats.
Iron, can you just do me a favour and go in first person when you were driving along that road? Because that looked like a lot of fun.
Oh, okay, I'll drive in first person for the next couple
The way
of minutes.
Well, no, it's just the truck was bouncing up and down. I bet
People were
that's
saying
fun
they want
inside.
VR support for this game, but I have no clue why you want VR support unless you want to use this as a throw-up simulator.
I mean, that's basically what all other VR products are, so...
Oh, some games are good. But look at the jittering that's going on in first person right now. You can tolerate it for a bit, but in a VR headset, just blah.
Yeah, I have a VR headset, but I can't stand it for longer periods of an hour because I get very bad headaches from it.
I built up a little bit of VR sea legs at one point to the stage where I could play Pavlov for like an hour and a half before I'm like, okay, no time now. But I had these like almighty mini headaches that would just last for like 2 or 3 days at a time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of spooked me off doing VR experiences now.
The pain was kind of coming out where the strap was, wasn't it? Like the back of the strap.
No,
Well,
for me that wasn't an
was.
issue. It was more like just my head was like, please, no more VR. Like a hangover that lasted for like 2 days.
Oh no. What I mean is like the pain from like the wearing the VR the headset.
Which
like
headset do you own?
The Rift. No, the Oculus Rift.
Okay, I have the Rift S where it has the Halo head strap, which apparently takes a lot of weight
Quest,
off your
that's it.
face.
The Quest. Sorry, I was trying to think.
Okay, the Oculus Rift is the first one that came out. Then there was the Oculus Quest, I think, which is the version that has the mobile CPU in it.
One, yeah.
And then there's the Oculus Rift S, which is the newer version of the Rift with onboard head-mounted tracking, which I do think is the future, but that's a point for a different day.
It's the Quest I have because I actually don't have a PC, so I want the VR. So, but what I was saying is like, because obviously I've played console most of my life. I'm one of those plebs, yes. When I first got the VR, so like obviously you adjust it perfectly fine, but obviously with the lenses being so close to my eyes, it started giving me pains literally like out the back of my skull. It makes no sense. Like, and it wasn't the strap because the strap wasn't and the strap isn't tight like, and like you know yourself, the strap is kind of rubberized back there.
Yeah. So
like it can't be that. So it's very weird. So I can't stand VR for that long. As much as I love it, it's I love it, but it's just I can't stand that pain.
Like VR chat is very fun to do for a couple of times, but I always found that I had no more than like 30 FPS if I was lucky.
Yeah,
To be fair,
VR
the-
requires a really tough system because you're literally running the game on 2 screens at the same time.
I
Yeah.
can play Half-Life Alyx though
And-
smoothly. I will say that. So it might
Because
be
Valve is fucking magical.
Yeah. Half-Life Alyx was
And
kind
when-
of the VR game that we deserved. It's the first proper AAA game for VR that I've played, and I played a lot of VR games hunting for like console destroy sort of stuff.
Oh, by the
I would
way,
have
if you ever watch Das Boot again and you finish it, I recommend watching the making of Das Boot because like the way they did it back in the days is really different to where they would use CGI these days. For example, the depth charges, they took minuscule explosives and blew them up underwater with a camera filming it and then played it in slow motion for the depth charges and stuff like that.
I watched a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, but I'm going to cut you off mildly. I don't know if I can pass this area anymore. It is cursed.
What the fuck happened? Oh,
Do you
the
remember
fucking
earlier
trailer.
when I glitched
Oh,
out
is
of the
that
game?
the... Oh, I see it.
Actually, I better test the waters first.
It gets bigger when I pull on.
I need to get to there. And I'm not going to risk losing the trailer, so I guess I'll touch it first. Nothing. Okay, here goes nothing, boys.
Do the classic Irish way. Fuck it. Go balls deep on it.
Okay. It's sort of half fixed itself. Okay. Let me just nudge it off the road. Okay, Hellspawn has been dealt with.
Or has it?
I think
How did you manage that? I want to know, how did you actually manage to get it that way?
Got lucky.
I would have already called Doomslayer for that one. Because
Yeah.
or the Space Marines, because that looks pretty heretical.
I'd like to report a code bruh in the neighborhood.
Did you see the news episode of Astrades?
Of course, it was amazing.
I love a
I
study.
love the fucking memes of it, like where they replace the fucking like take priest where he like screams. Yeah, with
Oh, yeah, that one.
and then they bash his skull in.
It's a combination of like.
I have one right here.
cinematic
Put it
things
in
in.
ledger.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Christ, it's so good. Oh boy. I just found out I had more deadlines than I expected, by the way, so that's
Haha,
fun.
imagine being in school still instead of a grown ass adult that gets depressed from 9 till 5 every day.
Try 5:30 to 2:30 in the morning.
Kill me. I don't want to do that. I mean, I do normally leave the house by 7:30 or 8, but.
I've recently seen a US
I've said
police
it to my boss, I
shootout.
can't do the 5:30s.
I've recently seen a US police shootout which caused a fuck ton of memes, where a guy was fleeing from a traffic stop and an officer in his fucking like in his soccer mom van chased after him, like in a soccer mom.
Where,
Yeah,
When you
and
drop the kids off at 7, but have a...
I have to have a high-speed chase along the interstate at 8.
Yeah.
It does feel like American cops like to unload at the first possible opportunity.
Yeah, like he unloaded
Yeah.
through the fucking windshield together with 3 other officers.
Yeah, apparently it's in their police training that they are basically trained to be paranoid as fuck.
Yeah,
So-
because everybody could be armed. I mean,
Yeah.
there's also this stupid policy for San Francisco police, which got a lot of them killed, which is they're not allowed to shoot at a person in a moving vehicle. Like, when the person is in a vehicle that's moving, they're not allowed to shoot at the vehicle.
Like in London,
So they-
you couldn't run over motorcyclists until they allowed. Okay, maybe you can nudge motorcyclists.
I mean, they do that in Germany too, like they bump their back and shit like that.
Yeah, they're allowed to do it now in the UK. It was properly illegal at once, and now they made it legislation. Like, right, listen here, you little shits. You got away with this for far too long.
Have you ever seen like German EMS reacting to a crash on the Autobahn? And you know, in Germany we have the Rettungsgasse, which is basically like if you have a 3-lane Autobahn,
Yeah.
the right 2 lanes move to the right and the left lane moves to the left to make like an alleyway for the EMS to get through. And, like when they don't do that, the firefighters just take their fucking truck and push the car out of the way. Like they don't give a fuck.
No, I'm really glad because every time I see on Reddit, like, wow, look at these people parting like parting to let an ambulance pass. I'm like, wait, you guys don't do that? Hold up.
Yeah. In Germany, that's mandatory. Like, if you don't do it,
Yeah.
you get fined for it. And if they damage your car, you have to pay for it yourself. Like, your insurance doesn't cover that.
I see that as a perfect fucking win.
That
It's
was
completely easy if you don't get out of the way.
Yeah.
I see this as an absolute win.
Like, EMS drivers in Germany just don't give a fuck. Like, they just ram your car out of the way. It's the same thing with, like, since I'm in metalworking, we make gate installations and stuff like that for buildings. And, we recently have been building on a house that's for a German football player of, like, the German national football team. And, like, they wanted like a little safe at the entrance where the fire department has a key for, so they can open it, and they have a gate. They have like a key in there. When they open the safe, there's a key inside of the little, like, it's a little round safe to unlock the main gate to get it open. And when I called the fire department, because you have to register those things with the fire department, so they obviously know it's there, they were like, yeah, like, we know it's there, but let's be honest here, when we arrive there, we're just gonna ram the gate down. Like, we don't give a fuck. When the house is burning, we're just gonna ram through there.
Do you have FB keys? I don't know how it is in the rest of Europe. Like, in England, we have the fire brigade key, short for FB. And there's around 8 or 9 different sizes. Standardized keys for access.
Kind of like a skeleton
sites.
key.
Yeah, we have those in Germany too. Like,
the drop key.
Yeah, like, they have keys for safes, like little key safes that hold the key to the main property. And they have keys for special, like, gate installations. There's a special key slot where they can unlock it with.
When you put
Which
the
is
key, it's not like a traditional key. It's like 2 bits of metal with like a hinge between the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop
Yeah.
key, I think. Or maybe my dad just calls it a drop key and I've called it the wrong thing for my whole life.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Your
fire
life was a
brigade key.
lie, of course.
Yeah.
You've been lied to your whole life.
What would you do if you actually found out that somebody had been lying to you for your entire life?
I would smack him.
But think about it.
Not so
Tooth Fairy,
simple.
Santa Claus. Yes, Ireland.
I think regarding like Santa Claus stuff, I think I just figured that out before my parents got to tell me. I'm like, yeah, I already know.
I don't remember like a big revelation moment.
It's
I
more like,
remember when
oh,
I
okay,
figured
yeah, sure.
out that
Well,
Santa Claus isn't real. Like, when I was a kid, my dad gave me like one of these really bad tape recording cameras and shit like that, and for Christmas. And then the next Christmas, I set that thing up in a location where I didn't know it was and let it running. It could hold 2 tapes. I can't remember how long recording time was, but we went out for Christmas dinner, and I set up the camera. And when we came back, I was like, "Hey, my present, my present, my present." Waited till my parents went to sleep, got the camera, reviewed the tape on the tape recorder, like on the tape player on my fucking TV, like an old fucking tube TV, and it was like really shitty quality, like 240p maybe, and I could see it was my dad placing the presents there.
Oh, it's still sweet.
Of course,
though,
it's
he
the
was
German.
ferocious.
He's so paranoid to place the camera and wait for Santa.
Yeah. I still think it's sweet that
I mean-
dad places presents under the tree.
I mean,
Yeah.
my family is like really, really atheist, and I was like 7 at the time or some shit. So that was right around the time when the wall fell, and like, my family is strongly atheist, and I told my daughter when she was like 5, like, Santa doesn't exist and shit like that. And then the next day, I got a call from the fucking kindergarten. My daughter's running around telling kids Santa isn't real.
You just inspired a revolution there, son.
The revolution has begun.
I also told my
Sorry,
7-year-old
yeah.
son that Santa isn't real. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not into religion. I don't belong to any religion. I don't have to pay church taxes, which is fucking stupid in Germany anyways. So yeah.
What?
Church
Yeah, we have to
taxes.
pay church taxes.
Former
yeah.
HRE needs to pay church taxes. I am not shocked at even in the slightest.
And I left my religion and I don't have to pay it. And my daughter was never baptized. I was never baptized. But I got assigned a religion. My son was never baptized. My wife was, but she also left her religion. So
I mean, I went
I'm not-
through all the fucking Christian motions, but I don't necessarily consider myself Christian or anything.
Same here.
Fun fact
Yeah,
about me:
I-
I never entered a church in my life.
Really?
Never. Yeah.
That
Except for Cologne Cathedral, and that was only to step up the stairs to the top of the tower. Like, I never entered a church in my life.
I want to go.
you
back
never
to
entered a
Cologne.
church or
I
church.
really wanted to go up that cathedral during Gamescom, but I was busy every single day.
It takes
Right.
ages.
Imagine being busy.
I threw a 20-cent piece from the top down,
Oh, of course you did.
Hope it didn't squish anyone.
and a handful of change. I threw a handful of change and a 20-cent piece.
You should have just said, make it rain.
Okay, you know what I spent the last like 40 minutes getting this here?
I know, I'm watching.
I mean,
Here's the thing. I've got to do this 2 more times now.
going up the Cologne Cathedral is pretty anticlimactic anyways, because it's a narrow, like, spiral stairwell, and at the top, there's just, like, the stairwell ends on, like, a short little platform, and it's like, you're inside of, like, a short round tower, like a small round tower, and that's it. Like, there's nothing more to it.
I may butcher the pronunciation of this, but in Belgium when I went to Ypres, is that correct?
I don't
There's a
know,
Y
I'm
at the
not
beginning. Ypres, when I went there, their cathedral was more amazing than I thought it would be. So it was like, okay, I'll pay like £2 to walk to the top. And on the way down, there was like a little glass bubble in one of the bell towers. Inside this glass office was a guy playing the piano who was playing the church bells at the time. So I was going deaf, recording. I had my shoulder plug in one ear, my hand plug in the other, and I was recording on my phone. This guy playing the piano of the cathedral. It was a very interesting experience. I haven't seen something like that before.
I remember when I met Miles for the first time, I was actually waiting on the stairs in front of Cologne Cathedral, and the first thing we did is walk around Cologne and find the site where the Panther was destroyed in Cologne, at Komödienstraße. And we stood at the exact point where the Panther was destroyed in Cologne.
There's a mini documentary on Amazon just about that engagement. It's like 3 episodes
Yeah.
long.
3 episodes on a single engagement.
Yeah.
History has gone too far. Says
Yeah.
historian.
I mean, we just looked at, like, Google image pictures of where the dome was roughly located, because from that spot, even today, you can still see the dome. And we kind of, like, triangulated the position of where it was, and we stood at the exact position of where the Panther was destroyed. And it's just, like, in the middle of a fucking road junction. Like, there's nothing left that's recognizable from the footage and stuff like that. It's just in the main of a junction, and, like, the center of a main junction. Like, right at the end of Komödienstraße, where it goes. Can't even remember the street names. I only know Komödienstraße. So, yeah.
Actually, I just remember something from about the religion. How I was baptized Catholic and stuff like that, because that's the main kind of religion in Ireland.
It's Ireland.
I mean, the Irish
Yeah.
are pretty big about religion, we know that one.
No, as in, like, whatever, like, basically up until like the 1980s, whatever the church said, done.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental, like, as in, so like it's only in the past like maybe about 30-40 years Ireland's actually kind of done their own kind of thing away from the church, if that makes sense. So like we have a show here called The Late Late Show, and I remember Gay Byrne being on it. Sadly, he only passed actually within the past couple of years. He brought people on and was actually talking about kind of like sexual kind of stuff, like as in like condoms, like sex before marriage, sex after marriage, stuff like that. Because what the church had done to the people was basically just like, sex is only just to expand your families. Don't do it before marriage. So people listen to it, like, obviously, because like Ireland wasn't the most advanced up in like till like maybe 2010. Even to now, like we're still lacking some stuff that fucking other countries have. But, there was huge uproar from the church about Gay Byrne and the Late Late Show because of this, of like basically speaking heresy, kind of. And I remember reading about it because every country has to kind of like every school has to go through their own history and the world history because that's fucking fun. It kind of showed me like as in how only modernized now Ireland's after becoming away, like kind of how recent they're after taking the step away from the church. That makes sense.
Wasn't it fairly recently you tried to pass a vote again for banning abortions or something like that?
Oh, it was only
yeah.
recently it finally passed.
Yeah,
that was
it
it, yeah.
passed legalized abortion, I believe, or I think I can't remember. But we're trying to take that step forward, and as you can see, kind of how big the steps we're taking is like we legalized through a referendum. We legalized gay marriage, or sorry, same-sex marriage to say it correctly.
I mean, both is technically correct, honestly.
It is, but someone somewhere would find it offensive.
Someone everywhere will find anything offensive.
Anyway,
Why
moving
bother?
past this little roadblock.
Oh yeah.
But like, obviously now the church would have just went like, yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. You know, you're not allowed to marry the same person, even if you're deeply in love.
I never understood the people against gay rights or equal same-sex stuff. I just don't get it. Like, I don't care what people do.
Yeah, live and let live, man.
Like, the way I feel about it is, I really don't care. If you're happy, you're happy. But if you try to enforce, kind of like, no, you should be calling me, like, a toaster, like, that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, that stuff gets really weird. Like, I don't get that. Like, identifying it... I think they turn personalities into sexual orientation. I just...
Yes,
I
that is
identify
exactly
as an
what they did.
Apache attack helicopter.
Exactly.
No, wait, I identify as a Leopard 2A6 main battle tank.
I want to be
Yes.
redeployed to
I'm getting my
Iran.
Hellfire missiles next week.
Oh fuck, I
But,
just
like,
mixed
I
up
don't,
Iran and Iraq again.
Same
I
thing.
have no issue
Same
with
difference.
that kind of stuff, you know?
So my dick looks about like a TM63 round APFSDS caliber 120 millimeters. Doesn't sound
What's
like
that
my
penetration
girls like it that big. Penetration is apparently over a meter.
Depleted uranium round for increased penetration statistics.
Nah, tungsten
May
all
or
the
may
way,
not
man.
cause radiation to the child, but whatever.
The
kid.
Germans only use tungsten munitions for the
Is the Americans that
120.
use depleted uranium?
Yeah, but the LT5 is outperforming the Americans.
I'm still curious about modern tank design. This is a weird conversation tone here, but come on, let's bring back the SPG. Let's get a modern SPG Leopard.
We do have
No, we need a
modern
modern
SPGs.
scope.
On a hull
We need a
mounted
modern fucking
120 mil.
Oh yeah, those kinds of SPGs.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Russians did experiment with a hull variant for their new T-14 Armata project, which was basically a similar design to the Stug and such. Similar design
yeah,
to the
yeah.
It's
Imsh.
going to come down to more like less and less crude. I'm assuming. I mean, it doesn't really
Yeah.
seem to be happening, but if you get it down to like 2 crew members, you can basically bring back the Schlitzelwagen design.
I mean, the Leopard 2 has a crew accomplishment of 4 people, but there are always 5 people in a tank crew, so you have one guy who's trained on all positions in case one guy goes,
Someone dies.
yeah, as a replacement and stuff like that. But like most people say, like autoloaders are better, but honestly, like the more you downsize the crew of a tank, the more maintenance problems you're gonna get. Because like, what can an autoloader do? He can just load the fucking gun. What can a manual? Like the problem is these days we've gotten to that point where the loading is so streamlined of the main gun of a tank that the loader outspeed the gunner and the commander in acquiring targets. Basically, like the loader can put a round faster in that fucking breach than the gunner or the commander can assign a new target, stuff like that.
So it's
And
not really a bottleneck, the speed of reloading.
yeah, the speed of reloading is not really a bottleneck. And as I was saying, what can an autoloader do? You can just load the fucking gun. What can a manual loader do? The manual loader can load the gun. He's an extra set of eyes. He's an extra pair of hands. he can help you with maintenance and stuff like that. Like
he-
I
he
much
also-
rather,
crew members, can't you make the tank smaller?
Yeah.
yeah, like you can make
In
it
theory.
smaller, but if you also make a tank smaller, you downsize on most of the shit in a fucking tank. Like for example, the ammo that you can have in a tank and like the crew comfort you can have in a tank. Like you can only get a person in such a position to still properly operate a fighting vehicle. Like for example, the British have tested that. Like, let's put a person laying on their belly in a fucking tank. Well, your belly is pretty soft except for your rib cage. Your stomach is gonna hurt constantly with every fucking bump and stuff like that. Even though when you dampen the seat or dampen the vehicle itself, it's gonna hurt. Like a person, like we are still human. Like unless you want to make tanks for fucking dwarfs or midgets, like you're not gonna get very smaller. I mean, we've seen it with the
That's a
what was
small
that one
fighting force.
American tank called again? The T-40 Wombat or some shit. It basically looks like an Abrams. You took a fucking hammer and hammered on top of it. Like it's a squished down Abrams basically. And it was supposed to be a tank that, like basically like a stealth bomber to reflect radar and shit like that or whatever. Like it
It's
would.
not like the PL1.
Yeah, but it's really small. Wait, maybe I can
You
find
remind
it.
me
It was
of like
called-
one of the Kubenka experimental object tanks, where it just looks like someone bonk and shrunk down a. Oh, but I can't remember.
Oh
the
yeah, I
subject
found
line.
it. I found the T-40 on that. Look into lat chat. Maybe
Oh,
you can
yeah,
also
so
show that on your stream. Like that fucking thing.
That looks sad.
That's
Yeah.
the definition of punk.
What is
Maybe
the
you
name
can
of
show
it so
that
the
to
stream
your-
can look it up? It's difficult for me to
It's
show
a-
it on stream.
Yeah, it's called T-40 Wombat. That's what it was called. Just
The
type in
Wombat.
on Google T-40 Wombat tank, and you will find that thing.
Bonk.
Or it's
Why am I
called
getting the feeling of
HD40T Wombat Low Profile Tank. That's what it's called. That's the full designation. HD40T Wombat Low Profile Tank. And it's fucking heresy. Like, that tank was mainly not like obviously it's a really like outlandish design, but the main reason it wasn't really adopted is because of the crew comfort and stuff like that. Because the crew wasn't capable to
And how
fight in
wide the
the tank.
fucking thing is.
Yeah, just the way it is. Like, you can only get tanks so small, like that a normal human person can still fit in it. That's the problem with modern tanks. Like, you could also make like tanks that are completely automated and stuff like that, and have like basically UAV
If you
tanks.
wanna-
But then the UN and the Geneva Convention are gonna be like, robot combat, so inhumane. Retards.
Fucking Robot Wars is coming back, kids.
They're gonna fucking piss themselves because you put an RC control in a fucking tank.
Put an Xbox controller in your tank and suddenly it's a war crime.
And why is the Geneva Convention even worrying about this these days? Just to put this in perspective, the last enemy that the US military has ever fought against that also signed the Geneva Convention was Germany in World War II.
Right, it's been no updates.
Yeah, and they were really good at keeping to that.
Yeah,
Really good.
The Western Front was pretty fucking tame. The Germans didn't arm their medics because in the Geneva Convention, as we were a Red Cross, you're not allowed to be armed. On the Eastern Front, they did because the Soviets literally put fucking prices on their heads and shot
Yeah,
medics with
they also
explosive
hit
ammunition.
they hit the Red Cross in the Eastern Front.
Yeah,
Joseph Merck Fulton.
or they raped Red Cross women on the Eastern Front. On the Western Front, not so much. Like there were instances where the Americans raped Red Cross women. Like in warfare, they are always the bad, like the black sheep or the bad apples in the bunch.
Yeah.
Like you can't deny that even these days. Like I know people in Afghanistan or something like that who I was in deployment with that
Right, just
told me
remind
stories
we're
about
streaming, by the way.
Yes.
Just reminding.
like mutilating corpses and stuff like that. But yeah. So Geneva Convention these days, I'd say it's still valid, but only in a great conflict. Like when you're fighting in like Afghanistan or something like that, or some back-asswards country, yeah, like it's only gonna be a down step for you because you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Like they don't give a fuck about you.
Well, there's some
But-
good stuff, right? Like the
Geneva
chemical weapons
Convention,
thing.
more like Geneva
Yeah, there's-
Suggestion.
Exactly.
There's I mean, yeah, there's some good things about it. Like, for example, the treatment of fallen combatants and stuff like that. That's obviously a good thing.
Yes.
Especially, like, with...
I also never knew that taking a hostage was also a war crime, so...
Really?
Yeah, it's a war crime if you use a hostage for your own benefit in a combat scenario. Like, for example, you grab an like a Taliban fighter and use him as a human shield.
Huh.
Yeah.
He body blocked the bullets coming towards me.
Yeah, like.
Bro, it's okay. It's
But
friendly
to come back
fire.
But to come back on the topic of tanks, like, I'd say we plateaued ourselves at the moment on the topic of modern battle tanks because, like, there's not really that much improvements you can do. Like, the tanks are streamlined as fuck these days. Like,
Yeah, and they're very
they're
homogenized
streamlined.
as well.
Yeah, they're streamlined as much as it gets. Like, yeah, sure, they have a lot of electronics in them, but every tank has backup system. Like, you can run the Leopard 2A5 and 2A6 completely without fucking power. Like, you don't even need power to run that thing.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I want to get a Leopard 2A5.
I'm curious about like micro drone swarms or just general drone swarms. The idea of like 200 plus drones working together, as in they can either be commanded or AI, quote unquote. I really do hate the idea of people saying, "Oh yeah, AI, AI." Really, it's just really long if statements in the code, but that's a story for a different day as well. The idea of 200 drones being used as a weapon, like what can you do? Maybe you can make a screen in the sky and block a fighter jet, as in literally use them to ram into a enemy jet.
Like fucking bot droids in Star Wars.
Yeah, essentially. Or maybe on the ground,
Yeah.
maybe all of them could be carrying some sort of, I don't really know what the modern stuff
Ballistic
is, but
blade.
a heat round essentially, or, you know, a warhead, and just flying towards, 50 of them flying towards one enemy tank, just with the purpose of smacking into the side of it and detonating a warhead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What Baneblade 85 just said, yeah. Like the Armata, I would say, yeah, it's just like, it looked good on paper probably, but when they actually got it out, they realized it was pretty stupid because the Armata is an easy mission kill because you can take out the fucking turret, which counts as a mission kill because the tank isn't operable fighting or taking part in the fighting anymore. Modern munitions are more than capable of penetrating the Armata. Like, I myself served on the Leopard tanks, but like
I'm jealous.
I like their NDAs and stuff like that. But what's common knowledge is DM63 was the developed target of getting 1 meter of penetration. And let's just put it like that. If it didn't hit that target, would it be adopted? That's the kind of question here, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. But let's just put it like that. The Armata looked good on paper, but when they initially produced it, it's a really fucking shitty design. Because you got the crew cramped in that fucking area in the hull behind a big block of armor, which can be punched through by modern munitions. You have an unarmored turret with a gun in it that's a pretty big target. The tank stands pretty fucking tall by itself, so yeah. And the Soviets aren't, like, the tank kind of doesn't fit their doctrine because the Soviets always had the doctrine, we're gonna advance over the fucking plains of the Urals and stuff like that with our tanks just driving head on towards the enemy. We Germans, on the other hand, with, for example, the Leopard 2A5, design our tank in a defensive doctrine. Like, our tank is supposed to, we Germans call it Verzögerungskampf, which basically means like delay battle, like to delay the enemy. Like, yeah, delaying action. Like, we put ourselves in a defensive position, the enemy drives towards us, we shoot at them, get the infantry to dismount their vehicles and stuff like that, and then we pull back, and then it takes the enemy ages to mount their fucking vehicles again and keep going and get going again. Basically grinding up the enemy.
Is this part
slowly
of the
over
plan
time.
of like waiting for NATO to kind of get their ass from the US and redeploy from France, Spain?
No. That's just the plan in general, to grind the enemy down by just constantly making them stop, dismount, getting out their guys, getting them ready for combat, and then making them mount up again and stuff like that. That's the plan in general. That's the defensive doctrine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like defensive doctrine 101.
I was just curious, 'cause I do
Yeah.
remember many plans were kind of about, okay, how can we like keep West Germany alive long enough for the rest of Europe to come and help?
I mean, West Germany literally was the forefront towards communism during the Cold War. And the closest the Cold War has ever gotten to escalate in Europe was during 1962 with the Rudi Arnstadt-Vorfall. Most people, like, I think it's an important topic to hear about, especially when you're talking about the Cold War, but most people didn't. On the 14th of August 1962, Rudi Arnstadt, who was an East German officer, was at the East German border with a building squad. They were setting up barbed wire and shit like that at the inner German border. And Hans Plüschke, who was West German, Checkpoint Charlie doesn't count because nobody was killed. Hans Plüschke was a West German border guard officer, and he had a couple of reporters with him, like news reporters. And when they went up to the fence in order to take pictures, one of the civilians, Rudi Arnstadt, the East German officer, walked over and told him to stop. He's now under arrest. He's on East German soil. What Hans Plüschke did, he held his G3 in a hip-firing motion, and Rudi Arnstadt grabbed one of his comrades' AKs and also did the same kind of motion. And they both fired a shot at the exact same time. Rudi Arnstadt shot going somewhere off into fucking Nirvana. But Hans Plüschke's shot, not so much. He hit Rudi Arnstadt right between the nose and the eye socket and killed him instantly. And then a firefight broke out between the two parties, basically East and Western German people. The firefight broke out. A couple of reporters were shot, not fatally, but were shot. And West Germany said it was an accident, which, to be honest, it was. And East Germany called it cold-blooded murder, and let's just put it like that. After that, it was a little bit heated, especially in West Germany. And Hans Plüschke, wait, pull that up real quick when he died, because, on the 15th of March 1998, Hans Plüschke, after the wall fell, became a cab driver. He was stopped by two people who wanted to catch a ride in his cab, who he thought wanted to catch a ride in his cab. What they really did is they pulled him out of the vehicle and used a shooting pencil, which is pretty much what the Stasi, which is basically the Gestapo of East Germany, always used for assassination. Used a shooting pencil to shoot him in the same spot he shot Rudi Arnstadt all these years back, and basically assassinated him on the side of the road near to the site where the fatal accident between him and Rudi Arnstadt happened. He was assassinated by former Stasi members. And yeah, let's just put it like that. It's a pretty important thing to know about the Cold War in Europe, because that was a pretty heated thing. Like, there were literally tanks standing ready at the Fulda Gap and stuff like that after that happened.
That's fucking like, that's... I've actually never heard of that, so I'm actually delighted to hear about that. It's very interesting. And
Yeah, same.
The first time I heard about that was, I'm an avid airsoft player. Since I got out of the army, I played airsoft. And I was on an event. I have a full East German uniform for airsoft, and I was on an event in Poland where we were an East German squad. It was a Milsim event, and we basically recreated what could have happened, like if it gotten hot after the Rudi Arnstadt Vorfall. And then when I got home again, I googled it and watched some videos about it, and yeah, it's actually pretty fucking interesting to read into it.
like, you can kind of see from my Discord profile, I am actually, that's me wearing like a World War II Sultan smoke, or schmuck,
Nice.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm trying to build a World War II sniper loadout, but I'm having a hard time sourcing stuff.
And yeah, I posted the link of Rudi Arnstadt into your Twitch chat. So yeah, it also says like Hans Plüschke's murder. At 4 a.m. on March 15th, 1998, the body of 59-year-old Hans Plüschke was found by a motorist on the Bundesstraße 84 between Rostov and Hünfeld, 70 meters from his vehicle. Plüschke's death prompted a number of conspiracy theories in Germany, as he was fatally shot in his right eye, the same wound that he had killed Rudi Arnstadt almost 36 years earlier near Wiesenfeld, and had not been robbed. Plüschke was only revealed to the public as Arnstadt's shooter in 1996, and rumors circulated that he had received death threats. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Rudi Arnstadt profile.
Extremely interesting.
Mm-hmm. Man, you never really know when history will strike, really.
Jarn Nilsson, that's not as close as we got with World War III, like with Cuba. It's just as close as we got with starting World War III in Europe.
Yeah, because
Like, it's
Europe takes
specifically
pride.
for Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Europe was the forefront towards communism.
hmm
Yeah.
It was only until Cuba just say, "Hey, this Marx guy was kind
Hey,
of right."
we're here too.
I mean, there are still people in Germany who believe that Eastern Germany still exists because the Cuban president, gifted East Germany a Cuban island called the Ernst Thälmann Island, and when the reunification happened, the Ernst Thälmann Island was not listed in the territories that the German Federal Republic would take. So yeah, people still think it exists. But yeah, when
So
the
there's
war,
technically an unowned island out somewhere.
yeah.
Right, no,
Does
I
it
need
have
to
a
find out
flag?
where it was.
And there's even one I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's one of these backyard countries in the US, like where somebody declared their backyard as a country, who are apparently at war with
Yes.
East Germany. The
I like
Republic of Moldova or some shit.
I really
But-
love those kinds of shit post countries.
But yeah, when the wall fell, I was 7 at the time, and all these East Germans with their denim jackets and shit like that were just like swarming across the border into Western Germany, and especially towards Cologne,
didn't
where I
that
was living at
cause,
the
like,
time. Because in
didn't
Cologne,
that,
we
like,
have these
cause,
big fucking shopping alleys, and they all wanted to go shopping there and stuff like that. But when they got here, they realized their currency was 10 to 1 to our currency. So basically, one West German mark was 10 East German marks worth. Because their
Ow.
currency just wasn't worth jack shit. And I remember my mom telling me distinctively, keep away from the East Germans, they might rob you and stuff like that, and all that shit. So, yeah. So it really wasn't a nice time.
Prosperous unification.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the unification happened, didn't like the amount of East Germans going into West Germany like nearly cause a economic crisis?
Yeah, it did. That's also why we Germans have to pay what we call the Solidaritätszuschlag, which is basically a small amount of taxes we pay to rebuild East Germany. We still have to pay that till this day.
Reminds me of that
I never
time when
realized how regulated Germany was.
Yeah, East Germany was a pretty fucked up place. I mean, it's still today, like, East Germany has the highest, like, concentration of National Socialists of all of Germany. So, yeah.
yeah,
I don't
because wasn't East Germany not properly what was it again, denazified after the war?
Yeah, it wasn't. Like, yeah, there was NKVD and stuff like that, but they didn't catch everybody. And also, one thing, I joined the army in 1999. And, like, in my basic training unit, we had so many East Germans in there and stuff like that. And at the time, it was really difficult for me to understand the East German accent. Like, when I talk German, dann spreche ich wie eine normale Person. When an East German talks German, and no, dude, dann spreche ich wie du, no. Because they have this really fucking
They sound
retarded
French, what the
accent and
fuck?
dialect. No, they just say no a lot because East Germans are fucking retarded. Yeah, the Saxons are also pretty retarded. Same goes for the Swabians. Because, as my CO used to say, the Swabians can speak on the radio without encoding because nobody can understand them anyways. Not even the Germans. Yeah. It's like in Germany we have so many heretical accents. We have Swabian, Saxons, they're still pretty tame. East Germans, especially like deep old, like old East Germans and stuff like that, like really old people from East Germany that still speak like a full-on fucking dialect. And Friesisch, which Friesland is like an area at the Danish border towards kind of like towards the Dutch border, like along the coast, and they speak their own fucking language, and it's a mix between Dutch, German, and Danish, and it's fucking heresy.
Isn't that like in Belgium where like half the country speaks French and the other half speaks Belgian?
Yeah, the same. Like in Germany, we have so many fucking dialects. Like since I grew up in Cologne, I speak Platt, which basically means I replace the G with a J, like where normal German would say gehen, I say gehen, and stuff like that. Or gang, young, stuff like that, basically. I replace the G with a J, and I have a lot of other weird things, like in terms of my language. But the Dutch people can actually understand me when I speak Platt. Like, the Dutch can understand me when I just speak normal German Platt. And I can understand the Dutch because it's pretty similar to each other.
No, the worst is Ireland because, like, apparently to my friends, I pronounce my R's different. So they say Ireland, I say Ireland because I just grew up that way. I grew up growing that way. So like, I remember one day I was in school and we were having a conversation. Next thing you know, I was like, "Hey, you have to bring in a fork to school." So like a fork. My teacher overheard us talking, like, and she just kind of looked like, "What did you just say?" I was like, "A fork." She was like, "What's that?" I was like, "You know the thing you fucking eat your food with?"
It's the same thing with Canadians. Like, Canadians also have like really weird pronunciations. Like, instead of saying car, they'd say car and stuff like that. Like, the A is an E for them, and all that kind of weird shit. Yeah, the Panzerschiff, the worst German Suabian.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. Yeah.
Twitch chat is
Yeah,
quite
and
interesting to read.
Swiss. Swiss is also pretty heretical. Like, Switzerland has German, Italian, and French. They have 3 fucking different languages.
But think about it, they're smack in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that each country has a claim on Switzerland?
You know, it's a really peculiar thing, though.
Switzerland isn't its own sovereign nation.
Does Switzerland even exist?
One German accent I actually really like is Elsass-Deutsch. Elsass-Lothringen. Like Alsace-Lothringen or whatever. I don't know how you call that in English. It's that part that Germany wanted to take during World War One.
Alsace-Lorraine.
Yeah, Alsace-Lorraine, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like the best German accent that isn't from Germany, but I actually like. Because, like, they have a lot of German-speaking people, because from Alsace-Lorraine, a lot of people there commute to Germany every day in order to go to work. And there was actually a really big discrepancy recently because of the new Corona shit, like with the travel regulations and stuff like that. And those people are still allowed to travel to Germany in order to commute to work every day. Because a lot of people there work in Germany, because it's literally the German border.
Interesting.
And it's rightfully German territory.
Also,
Yes.
I just remembered now, I had a meme of this. I remember reading about that, like, Switzerland have, like, the Swiss have enough explosive in their arsenal to blow all their bridges and mostly all their main roads. So, like, whenever they get invaded or something...
Yeah, like, they also have these bunkers around, like, that are stashed with guns to the fucking top for guerrilla warfare.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I remember when we used to have our arsenals. It was a good time. Then the army defunded. And now the army wants more funding because the government was shit. Just... Why would you defund your army when Russia is gearing up on the border?
Literally, if you would take Switzerland would be the most pain in the arse to hold for a foreign nation. Because Switzerland is like USA, but times 10, because everybody there has to do mandatory service and they're actually trained how to use a rifle in a combat scenario. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
and they also do a lot of skiing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they do a lot of skiing. And actually in Switzerland, when you leave the army, you can buy your military-issued rifle from the army. Yeah, that's Switzerland.
But the meme...
And you want to know what's even funnier? If you take a look in lad chat right now, I don't know how to post this to everybody else. I guess I'll just registered firearms per 100 people in Europe.
Well then, you guys have a lot of guns.
Yeah, but that's per 100. Consider that our population is probably half of Switzerland's. The concentration of guns is a lot lesser.
Can I point out, like, how many guns we would have?
Like in Germany, we also have a lot of gun owners here, But the
Yeah.
thing is, like, unlike the US, you don't really like know about it because we Germans aren't really usually that public about our guns and stuff like that. Like, we don't go onto YouTube and make videos like the Americans, like for example, shooting at an ATM with a 50 caliber or some shit. But for example, I myself, I own an AR-15 made by Schmeisser. Like literally the company Schmeisser. I own an AR-15 and an HK-243, which is basically a civilian version of the G36, like not like these heretical HK SLAs with the FAMO stock. It's literally just a G36 in semi-auto. An AK-74, it's an East German MPIK, and a Kar 98K, which I inherited from my uncle, which is all original numbers matching, BYF 41. So
just want to hold that.
if you don't know German manufacturer codes during World War II, BYF is the Obendorf Mauser factory. And yeah, a couple of other small arms like the Glock 23 subcompact, another Glock 19, which is full size, obviously. And I also own, which if you ever get into guns, please don't buy it, the Smith & Wesson 29. If you've ever watched Dirty Harry, you might know that gun. It's a 44 Magnum Smith & Wesson revolver. And I fucking hate it. Like, I take it out for hunting as a stopping gun in case a boar charges me or some shit. But that's... No, like, don't buy a Smith & Wesson 29. Like, unless you like your wrists, don't buy it. Especially if you shoot, like, normal ammo, if you can't load for it, like, normal fucking loads. And my 17-year-old daughter shot it once, and she said she hated it.
Yeah. Oh boy, that reminds me of a issue that's been cropping up in my country because Swedish boars have begun invading Norway. So and hunters are struggling to get high enough calibers to deal with them.
What?
Yeah, like for a boar, if you want to go serious boar hunting, I'd recommend 8mm Mauser, just normal ball ammo. It's more than enough to punch through the collarbone of a boar. Like 308, you can't take normal standard ball ammo. You have to buy like specialized hunting ammo, either jacketed or some kind of armor piercing in order to get that nice hard shot. But other than that, like the normal running caliber I can recommend for boar hunting is either 8mm Mauser or 300 Blackout.
Yeah, the thing is that most of them
it's still made in Germany. It's
most of the Mausers we got from the Second World War when 400,000 Germans got sent home. Most of them got converted to 306. So
30-06 and stuff like that.
Yeah, 30-06. So that's a bit of an issue. And just in general, there are a lot of problems with getting weaponry quickly because after the a certain event that happened in 2012, firearms registration takes about half a year.
Oh, the guy that shot up the island?
Yeah, and then there was that guy who tried to be a successor and absolutely failed at everything.
If you look into Lad Chat, that website is literally eBay but for guns in Germany.
Sweet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like if you look at it, it's literally eBay. It's called eGun.
eGun.Deutschland.
You have made an Irishman very happy. I hope you know this.
I mean, the Germans did want to support the Irish.
Like, dude, you can buy. Wait, where was it again?
That's the first time the Germans supported us.
Oh fuck, I can't find it. I'm just trying to find like an equivalent of how much 8mm Mauser would cost on this website. I obviously buy it from my local gun dealer, but yeah, I'm just trying to find it on this website.
Actually, speaking of bit of history for you. One of my teachers in school, she like I said before, it wouldn't have been the first time the Germans helped the Irish. So obviously now, within like the 1915s, 16s, like when we were planning the Easter Rising, if you don't know about that, go give it a Google. It's basically the start of the Irish fight for independence.
Oh boy.
What happened was What the fuck is that?
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
no,
here
I'm
you
reading a
go.
comment on.
This guy is selling 490 rounds of 8mm Mauser for 360 euros.
Jesus, that's a good
That's
price.
490 rounds.
Deutschland, can I ask for a quick favour? There's a dumb Twitch comment, a spam bot probably. Can you just delete that comment?
Which one?
Yeah, I thought I.
It's the
saw
most
that.
recent one, I think, or something about.
Wish Authority 36.
Yeah.
I'm just patrolling the YouTube chat then. Nothing unusual.
Pretty chilling.
Yeah, it's very chill.
Are you live
Very
on
nice.
both YouTube and Twitch, Iron?
Yeah, I'm multi-streaming.
Huh.
Okay, I
forgot
banned him.
about that.
Thank you.
But back to what I was saying. So, like I said, since Russia surrendered in the First World War, what, in 1915, 16?
16.
So obviously the Russian, they took the Russian Mosin Nagants and they were sending them off to the Western Front for the German armies, but they were like, actually no, since it's more of a logistical nightmare, it was like, you know what, we'll go send them somewhere else. Lo and behold, the Irish came up and was like, here, can we buy some guns off you? Can we buy some Mausers? They were like, fine, will these Russian Mosin Nagants do you? And they were like, doesn't matter, it's a gun, it'll help us fight the English. So they were put on the boat of, the ship's name was the Odd, and the ship was set for sail for Ireland. It was coming into the port of Cork. Or no, sorry, it wasn't. It was one of the southern ports. I can't actually think
Right,
of it.
let me cut you out right there real quick. Panzerschiff, the German army, like the Bundeswehr, isn't a fucking failure. I served in it for myself for 18 years, and to be honest, I wouldn't call it a fucking failure. Like, if there's something that I would call a failure, it's the fucking defense ministers we have these days. The Bundeswehr is more than eager to put some effort into their fucking job. It's just the government and the politics that are fucking cucking it right now. That's what I would say is the failure about the Bundeswehr. It's not the army in general, it's the politics.
Yep.
And I'm not going to go into detail on that right now because then I'm going to get fucking pop fucking nutters and shit. Yeah.
I just wanted to drive my truck from A
But,
to B.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but-
we're all having discussions here.
The
Iron's
Irish
still driving
uprising.
his truck.
How
Yeah.
many,
It's more like a
how many
fucking
boxes,
podcast.
if a Twitch mod comes along, have I ticked to get banned now?
That is a very good question.
Alright, so...
Yeah,
Well,
like,
no,
honestly-
it's not. It's a piece of history.
But
when
yeah,
I stream, I honestly don't give a fuck. Like, there's no fucking,
But guys, I
like...
don't have tits though, so I can't get away with it.
yeah, true.
I'll
I mean,
give you some
you
of my
could
fat.
become a femboy.
Oh, that's like the ultimate subversion. I become trans or something,
Yeah.
and then they ban me. I'm
femboy
like,
aren't
actually,
trans.
no, I am female streaming. Like, oh fuck, and then they
yeah.
unban me.
oh shit.
Have you actually ever done a face cam stream?
Yes, I used to. When my webcam worked, and it just broke, and I was like, right, I'm done with this anyway. Because now I can pick
I
my
don't even have
nose.
a webcam.
I can pick my nose whenever I want.
Hey, no speaker gang.
No, no, no!
The problem is when I stream with face cam,
shit.
he
Oh,
topped
oh
over.
shit. Oh man.
The thing is, when I stream with face cam, as soon as I light a cigarette, like the 10 people that are watching me just go nothing.
Ooh, Iron, that's gotta be painful.
Okay, the good news is I
F's
could
in
bring
chat
another
for Aaron,
truck
please.
here.
F's in chat.
I will need to bring a crane
That's an
though
F.
to recover the container, which is going to take forever.
But back to my story. Sorry, if I'm allowed to continue.
Oh, yeah.
So it was the guns were placed on the ship called the Odd, and it was set sail for one of the ports of Ireland. So obviously they're not going to have it in one of the major rebellious places where the rebellion were in kind of Cork, my home county. So they were like, if we go closer to the likes of Dublin, they're not even going to go near the north because the north is mostly English because of being like, as you see the way it is now, like.
Yeah.
But I believe it was the but not the REC. The I can't think of the name of it at the moment. No, fuck, I'm after drawing a blank. It was the pro. Basically, what it was the pro. They were against the English. It was an armed organization, like an army, kind of a home army made to like
A
fight
militia?
against. Kind of. I don't know. I actually can't think of it at the moment. No, I'm after drawing a fucking blank.
You mean like a home defense army?
Kind of. I actually can't think of the name of it. They were getting the guns in for them, but the opposing side, kind of like because the police and the English
Ulster
kind of found
Volunteer
out about
Force.
it, and they were like, you know what, we'll jump on this and we get those guns, you know. It wasn't the Ulster Volunteer Force. It was the Irish version of it. It's kind of the pro the Catholic side of it. It would have been the Ulster Volunteer Force that they would have been going against, if that makes sense, if things happened.
No, I don't think it's the IRA.
But they were getting the guns in. See, what people don't understand is the IRA wasn't in the 1916 Rising. That was actually infiltrated by the IRB, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, which are Fenians. The term Fenians came after the Irish Civil War, which was pro treaty and for the treaty, against the treaty. No, Sinn Féin's a political party.
I mean, in Germany, for home defense, we have the Bundeswehr only has like.
I'll actually just quickly Google it.
And the Bundeswehr only has like 180,000 people at the moment active. But the thing is, we have a metric fuck ton of reservists that we can just pull up because of the conscription that we had back in the days. We still have a lot of reservists in Germany.
The Irish Citizen Army, that's it, the ICA, the Irish Citizen Army and the Irish Volunteers, that's what it was, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting the guns in for the Citizen Army and the Volunteers, but the police found out, and obviously, like, since it was actually illegal for them to get the guns in because they were going to be used to revolt against the English, they were like, we have to take the guns, you know? So obviously, the Odd was outside the port waiting for the signal to come in and dock and unload the guns, but the signal wasn't given, so the ship was actually scuttled. All the guns and the ship obviously went to the bottom of the bay, and my teacher actually brought in one of the rifles that was recovered from the shipwreck, and you can clearly see it was a Mosin Nagant because of the kind of the way the receiver was made and the bolt. They still had the kind of straight bolt on it, and it was actually like she wasn't leaving us hold it, but she was showing us it because obviously the way they had to bring it up was kind of very tedious because of them being for the rifle to be down under water for so long. Like I think it was like 80 or so meters under surface. It had to be brought up in stages. So like if they brought it up like all in one go, it basically would have just crumbled because of pressure.
It's interesting.
So like they brought it up like 10 feet. Left it settle there for about an hour or 2 hours. I don't know, I can't really remember it off the top of my head. But they brought it up by section, and eventually they took it out, and her grandfather was the person who brought it up, so he got to keep it, and it was actually just before the Irish government decided to go like, alright, anything that's related to the founding of our country, so the Republic.
Yeah, thank God I recovered it.
No.
It was getting pretty close.
Yeah, that was rather close.
If you a heads up, if you move any vehicle onto its side roughly 90 degrees, the engine stalls, which means you cannot use the winch. Scout vehicles in this game do have an electronic battery winch upgrade, which means if you roll over you can still use it. Anyway, sorry, carry on the Irish story, please.
The Irish government, so like they brought in a a law that any kind of replica, or not replica, any kind of relic that is found, so obviously to do with the likes of Irish history, is either to be left there or to be put in a museum. So that when she brought us in and showed us the paperwork and all that, it was actually amazing, because like the rifle is obviously over 100 years old, and obviously been underwater for a very, very long time. And to the fact that they actually left it, I believe they left the rifle sit in fresh water to get all the salt water, kind of small animals off it. You know, kind of like the clamfish. I don't know, like the
Barnacles.
Barnacles.
Yeah, barnacles. To get that off the rifle, because if they took a chisel to it now, they'd damage the rifle. So they left it in. So basically, they've been freshwater treating it for the past easy fucking 5-10 years.
Oh,
like.
fuck off. Not you, the game, sorry.
And you're grand. I'm watching the stream anyway.
Oh,
so
dear
I know.
Lord.
But she was saying it, like how lucky he was to. Yeah, it just came up there. How you flipped.
Is it okay if I go now? I've been streaming for just under 3 hours and my sanity's gone.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the stories, guys, by the way. Kept me company. Thank you, Twitch and YouTube, also. Your were rather amusing antics.
Yep.
I can't believe it. My truck fell over. The rescue truck failed.
Ooh.
I could bring another truck up here to try and tip this
You
right,
need a
or I can
rescue
recover
truck
this
for the
to the
rescue
garage. Actually, in the note of positivity, I did leave a truck not too far up the road from here. Let's just recover that, then I'll end.
Oh, okay, so more story.
I still remember when I was in the German army, they like to show us the enemy vehicles we're possibly gonna face. Like for the first 4 years I was a paratrooper, and after I came to Munster, I got into the Tankers Corps. And they took us to Munster Panzer Museum and like showed us the tanks. Like our instructor was like standing there like really proud. Like, this is an East German BMP that we got from the reunification. He had this long pointy stick and he was pointing at the spots like where which thing is on a vehicle and stuff like that. And they also showed us like all the other vehicles like BTRs and stuff like that, and friendly vehicles like the Leopard and like Leopard 1s and the Martyrs and all that kind of shit. And later on, when I actually became an instructor in the tanker school itself, we did that thing because tanker school in the German army takes 5 months. We did that thing. I went to Munster Panzer Museum twice a year during my time as an instructor. Basically, every year, twice I went there till late 2011 when I was transferred from Munster to Eschweiler, where I became like a proper teacher, where I had my own classroom and shit like that. And it was mainly just theory teaching. But we always went there, and it was just like so amazing at first to see the instructor like being really proud, like, we got this from the East Germans from the reunification, and that's how I can show you what parts are important about this vehicle. And stuff like that. Oh, it was like really fun. BMP 1s and stuff like that, and BTRs in the Munster Museum.
Ironically, you know, when I first found out about the Munster Tank Museum, I got so excited because the province I actually live in, like Ireland split up in 4 provinces. You have Munster, Leinster, Connacht, and fuck, I forgot about the other one. Anyway, I was so excited because I was like, yeah, there's a tank museum near me, but then I realized, I googled it and I was like, oh shit, it's in Germany.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy actually said there's a lot of people who booked the wrong tickets because there are 2 Munsters in Germany, one written with an Ü and one written just with an U. So basically the Ü is the one with the 2 dots above it, and people travel to the wrong place.
Permission to make dumb jokes.
Which is like on the
Very
other
nice
side
there.
of Germany.
Permission
So
granted.
what you're saying is ooh.
No. Let me get my AK.
Those
I-
Car
I-
98
I-
with malice.
I actually have a little story about when I learned quite a bit about World War II through a very unorthodox means. This was when the Great War channel was really big and such, but at the same time, I was on that Amino app for Pokemon, and somebody wrote a World War I fan fiction with incredible historical detail, merging history with Pokemon. It was so strange.
Why?
I don't know, just some crazy
I'm
Dane who wanted to
slightly
do it.
intrigued.
Yeah, and he wrote a lot about the Irish Revolt actually, which was rather interesting.
Hey. Like, you won't believe, like, the amount of times the Irish have gone against each other because of the treaty that they have actually, the English proposed.
Yeah.
To, like, it's like, okay, so, like, when we wanted home rule now, so, like, throughout the entire time, like, you might have heard of Charles fucking Parnell.
Think
It's
so.
fine if you don't. He was basically, he was a politician that was in the House of Commons who was Irish, and he was pushing for home rule, which means we get our own government. Well, our own form of government.
Yeah, like the Scots have and such.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to sleep now. Let's see you guys.
Yeah. Have a good one, dude.
No.
Right.
But they were like, no, we won't do it, because, like, every time, so, like, it passed, like, he put it up for vote, like, in Commons. When it first was brought up for the House of Commons vote, it failed, like, no one wanted it. Then when, like, obviously a couple of years later, when he done it again, it was actually passed in the House of Commons. So, like, when it passes in the House of Commons, it goes to the House of Lords then, and then if it passes the House of Lords, it becomes law after a certain amount of time. So it was up to the House of Lords for us to get home rule. It immediately was rejected by House of Lords. Then that's when they came up with kind of the House of Lords veto. So, like, the House of Lords could only reject a bill once. Like, they could veto it once for 4 years, and then if it comes up again, when it comes up again, they can't do anything about it.
Boys,
You
I'm
know?
going to end now here.
All right.
All right, night, everyone.
Not about it.